There we go. All right, looks like we're live here. Hello, welcome to Twisted. Wow, starting off on a great note, aren't I? Yeah, welcome to Twisted Wrister Hockey here. So I'm going to be watching the Anaheim Ducks versus the San Jose Sharks and reacting to that a little bit. And of course, it's a hockey hangout, so it's an opportunity to chat with you guys, the viewers/subscribers. If you're new here, welcome to Twisted Wrister Hockey. I am hoping to live stream a little bit more regularly on the channel, but I usually upload a few videos a week. And it's covering the NHL mostly in the form of analysis and just reflecting on the history of the NHL. And Nick is in the chat. What's up, Nick? Windy City Hockey. And one of the originals to be jumping into the community here for sure. Bonsoir, Monsieur CJ. And thank you for the shout out in your latest video. That was kind of you, good sir. Of course, all the regulars are probably going to make some sort of appearance at some point, so that's pretty cool. And if you're new here, you're more than welcome to join us now and for the foreseeable future as well. So anyway, yeah, I've decided to watch this game because it's the only 5 o'clock game. I think there might be one other one. And other than that, man, we've already seen a lot of action underway or games that have already been completed today here. So probably at intermission, I'll be looking around the NHL and seeing what the scores are and taking a look at the standings and that sort of thing. But man, yeah, I picked this game. It's not exactly the best time of year for either of these teams, especially for the Sharks last night. They lost 8-0. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. The Hawks are beating the Lightning right now. Are they really? Well, anything can happen. You know, any given Sunday when it comes to the National Football League, any given Sunday here in the NHL, I suppose, as well. What's the score of that game? Okay. It's just the end of the first, though, 1-0. But yeah, we saw already today, we saw LA blank Buffalo. No big surprise there, but the Kings are just absolutely rolling right now. The Devils won in overtime against the Blues. That's pretty impressive. Speaking of impressive, Jason Robertson, back-to-back games with a hat trick, and the Stars just keep rolling right along. Now I don't know if they've moved into the first wild card yet in terms of points percentage, but they're getting up there as well. That team has really found lightning in a bottle. And we also have the Rangers right now on top of the Winnipeg Jets 2-0 after 1. And the Kraken and the Hurricanes are currently scoreless right now. So there we go. Oh, what's up, guys? Riley and Alex. Hello. Yesterday's game was rock bottom. I don't know, Alex, man. It was horrible. But having to, play the next night, actually, that could be a bit of a blessing for the guys. But they better be engaged. Right when the puck drops. Now, I know that they didn't feel that bad about how things had started. Howdy. Welcome. What's worse, 10-7 or 8-0? Oh, easily. It's 8-0. Absolutely. Because here we are starting a goaltender who hasn't won an NHL game in 2 years, and Alex Stalock, he's missed a lot of time. And they give him no goal support. They're generating 6 shots a period maybe? It's ugly right now. And yet, here we are. We're going to have a laugh as the Sharks are probably going to lose to the Ducks tonight. I would say 4-1 Anaheim for this one. But dang it, I'm hoping that Tomas Hertl starts scoring some goals because we need to trade this guy. And his value was a lot higher earlier, but not as much recently. So I'm hoping for 48 in teal, or 48 in white really tonight, to light the lamp there. So what are you guys up to this weekend, or how has that gone for you? I might be a little bit subdued tonight. I was snowboarding today, so I am a little bit worn out, but I'm in a good mood. Stalock wasn't great. No. A couple of those, like that Duchesne one, that second one was really, really not good at all. Well, yeah, I mean, he's just one of the myriad of problems, right? Milosh and Vlasic were atrocious last night. Actually, everybody had a bad game. The only guy who actually, looking at hockey scorecards, the only guy who actually did something yesterday was Noah Gregor. Yeah, and I mean, it seems like Gregor's been kind of our most exciting player in the last I don't know how long, couple of weeks. Or I mean, he's looked good for the most part. Having to play in the top 6, but man. When Noah Gregor is your best player, right? You hit 70 today? Dang. In Pennsylvania. No, we don't have snow on the ground in here. The ski resorts though, I don't know if they've been making snow, but yeah, basically here we've had like 3 days where it's snowed in the last like 2 months. It's been really weird because oh Joey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Bruins are playing very well as of late, of course, and hopefully, Swayman can really take the reins here. But it looks like he kind of already is. Vlasic made a nice pass to the wrong team. Yeah, I mean, look at this. We're just a total mess. If the best guy that we could trade right now is like Alexander Barabanov, just because Hurdle, his value might have dropped a little bit. At least he's not hurt though, or at least I hope he's not hurt. Knock on wood. But yeah, we can't even like entertain trading LeBanc or anything like that. We got some Joey Donuts hype in the chat. I like the sound of that. Yes. I mean, gosh, just from the folks that we have here, you guys have been watching hockey videos on YouTube for the past several years. Anyway, so this game, let's see here. What time are we at? 5:04. I would think that the broadcast should kick in shortly. This is not like a national broadcast or anything like that, so it's not like there's an elaborate pregame that I have access to. So this is just through ESPN Plus, and then Sports Geeks, welcome to the stream. How about I don't know if you cheer for the Stars. I would think maybe you do if you have a Cowboys badge there. But man, Stars are absolutely kicking butt right now with Pavelski and Robertson for sure. So anyway, has anybody been up to anything interesting over the weekend? Viewers need hype as well, I think. All right, so anybody got a score prediction for our evening's festivities here? It could be, man. It could get really ugly. You're a Flyers fan, Sports Geeks. Okay, it's been a while, man. Oh, hey, Trevor. Stopping in during your break. That's pretty rad if I can get somebody to do that. Well, I hope that this stream is at least a little bit more entertaining than what I had to watch last night with the 8-0 defeat here. Hopping on the Stars wagon? Oh, that's right, the green ones. Yeah, I mean, it was weird because this offseason, right, they acquired Ryan Suter, and what was the other big move that they made? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Well, they got Holtby, and I thought, like, what is this front office really trying to do? And I still kind of think that in the sense that they are still kind of a one-line team, but you got to tip the cap to them for just kind of going on this roll. And Robertson, I don't know if this guy going to put up over 100 points. He very well could, at least the way that things are looking right now. 4-3 in overtime Sharks. I mean, I don't mind if the Ducks get a point out of this. I just want my Sharks to have a win, man. I want to be entertained, dang it. Maybe I guess I could change my perspective and say that I'm entertained by the absolute debacle that we've been witnessing recently. Did I see the fight that broke out? Yeah, guys. Oh, God. For non-Sharks fans, or for those of you who didn't see, there was a huge brawl in the stands at the Sharks game last night. It was ugly. Like, that... I mean, I'm not going to, like, overreact to it, but it's sad to see that, man. Like, that place in the past was just such a great building. There was such a great atmosphere there. But, yeah, the whole experience of being a Sharks fan has turned a complete 180 for the most part. You're questioning your Sharks fandom for the season. I feel you, man. It's 3 years in a row with no playoffs, and just, yeah, when you see the team fall apart this way, right? Like the Arizona Coyotes, they have 2 wins against the Avalanche this year. They had that game against the Sharks where they scored 7 goals. Like, they've been entertaining at times this year. But for us, I mean, yeah, it started out very nice, like the first 4 games, right? But then, you saw what happened after that. And it was just like, yeah, here we go again, right? I try to be optimistic. I'm usually a glass half full person with the Sharks, but, at this point, there's no way in hell that we can, like, find any success when we're playing whack-a-mole in the front office, right? It's all about like, oh, we just need, one little piece here, another little piece here, and maybe one goaltender kind of catches fire, and then, we could be back in the postseason. It's like, no way. Now, it's that bad. And the thing is that, if the Sharks are going to do this idea, rebuild or if they're going to improve their roster over time, they can't just improve their roster with the hope of making the playoffs. They need to, really bite the bullet after seeing 3 failed years here and hopefully, start making impact moves that even if they take if it takes a while for them to be good, once that happens, they'll actually be really good. So I wouldn't mind, doing this another 3 years. I think that we're at least waiting another 3 years just after what's been happening recently. Anyway, I'll be talking about that over the course of this evening. Hopefully, guys, I can make a majority of this stream, or a majority of this game, if not the whole game. As I mentioned a little earlier, I am a little bit tired from snowboarding today, but figured it'd be a good idea to get live here, get some views, get some eyes on the channel, and hopefully have some interesting hockey and some non-hockey discussions with you. I appreciate that, CJ. You're like a hockey shaman. A better record than you. Yeah, I mean, the writing was on the wall when you were trading for Ristolainen and signing Martin Jones in the offseason. Let's just be honest. But yeah, it's pretty ugly, for sure. And yeah, you guys might have a long road ahead of you, just like we do as well. Thank you, Riley. Yeah, this jersey's pretty dope. Do not regret this. This is like the only time, except for the reverse retros, this is the only time when I've paid full price for an Adidas jersey. Yeah. Did I watch Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, no, CJ. I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I was into Pokemon as like, you know what? When was the last time I played a Pokemon game? I probably picked it up about 7 or 8 years ago just to kind of have some fond memories there. Hey, it's Elijah. Welcome back to the live Twisted Wrister experience here. We're really at our pinnacle, as you can tell. We're really peaking here, ladies and gentlemen. San Jose Sabres? What? I feel like we could possibly move. Oh, whoa, there's a fight off the draw here? It's VL and not Delorier. Who's that guy? Trevor Carrick? Or Sam Carrick? I know it's not Connor Carrick, but VL's getting handed to him pretty well early on. He's standing in. He's got his helmet knocked off. Now both helmets are off. A nice little jab there from Carrick. Losing his balance a little bit here. Oh, he tagged VL in the head, but VL kind of took him down to the ice a little bit. Not exactly the best from Jeffrey VL. He's a tough guy, but Carrick holding his own pretty darn well, that's for sure. What happened with the Sharks? I do think that we were punching above our weight to start out. Our defense was actually looking pretty good. Even when Aiden Hill was in the net, I think the defense was okay. But yeah, with the Sharks, it's been Timo Meier carrying the team on his back, and he could only do it for so long. Hurdle kind of did that for a little bit as well. It's some people will point to injuries or COVID or whatever. I can't, because good teams find a way to overcome this stuff, and there are a lot of teams that have done better than us, like the Penguins, who have lost a lot more when it comes to personnel due to injury and whatnot. So we're looking like absolute butt. But anyway, now we can just kind of be, looking for ways to be entertained here. Keep the expectations low. Watch the other players out there. Get a chance to watch Trevor Zegras and Jamie Drysdale. As for the Ducks, they were ahead of schedule going into this year, to use I think that was a Shannon term there. But yeah, the Ducks were also overachieving a little bit. I mean, they have great talent, but it needs a little while to develop, right? So, hey, what do you know? We're hemmed in our own zone and can't clear the puck out. Anyway, what's up, guys? JZF, what's going on? An ASMR hockey commentator? What do I do that like stimulates the senses? I don't even know if I want to know. Or is it just my voice, right? I probably have the deepest voice out of in hockey YouTube. At least for creators, I'm probably up there. Well, thank you, Aubrey. I appreciate that about you. Wonderful. Feel free to, and JF, oh, you're flying out to California soon. Sharks game. Nice. Right on. Whereabouts are you living now? Now, I'm from, I grew up in Sharks territory, but now I am in Idaho, North Idaho. The Ducks number font is cheesy. Interesting. I actually think that that's one of their best features. I like them a lot, actually. But they're definitely a deviation. You know, they're unique. The Canucks have good numbers, too. Those are a little bit more subtle. All right, so we actually have a transition opportunity here. Oh, we dump it in. Hey, wait, who's playing there? Oh, Balsers is playing. Okay. So Meyer, Hurdle, and Balsers are back together? Oh, no. Barabanov is playing with Balsers. Alex Barabanov has been a bright spot. One of the very few for the Sharks, for sure. Balsers, poor guy, just can't stay healthy. You got your first Sharks jersey since you were last year. Oh, cool. What kind did you get? Carlson and Ferraro down. Yeah, I mean, I think that's certainly a valid point. When Carlson was out, when the Sharks had all that COVID, going around early in the season before the NHL actually cared, we actually had our fill-ins performing really well. I think we went 3-2 in those 5 games. But yeah, you're right, absolutely. Carlson has played. He played well this year. I don't think that his absence is impacting the team that much. I'd say a little, but nah, it's just that the skill gap between us and teams like LA, for example, or Dallas has really caught up. But anyway, you're just getting into hockey. Okay, cool. I don't know if this is how you found my channel, but I just put out a video explaining why you could cheer for a particular team. So I go through every team in the NHL and give a reason why you might want to cheer for them. Teal home with Burnsy. Yeah, you gotta have a teal. Burns. I didn't. I was never on the criticize Brent Burns train or whatever. Even though I know, that he is a defensive misadventure to say the least. But yeah, and I love Burns, right? Especially off the ice. Burns is an awesome guy. But yeah, I think after next year, that's going to be his last. I don't know if we can buy him out, but we'll try to do something, take on salary to move him to another team or something like that. And then Vlasic, I would hope to, but Vlasic has 4 more years after this year, so it's going to be tough. Keep Barabanov. I mean, that's the thing, though. I think that we have an opportunity to gain an asset for him, though. I like him as a player too, and that's not a bad contract, but that's just about it. Yeah, I watched Birdie Brazil on YouTube as well. That was funny because he there was a Sharks video on Shannon's channel recently, a week ago, and then Brody commented on it, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's Brody!" And I posted something, and a couple of people were like, "Oh wait, it's you too." Oh, you live in Pennsylvania now. Interesting. I don't know too many people from California moving out there. You are one of a kind. Next year, Bruins, Sharks, and Boston. Here's the thing, Joey, man. I've already been to the Garden, so if I'm gonna, fly out somewhere, that's probably not one of the first places I think of. Although I really do like Boston. It's a fun city. Yeah, we're nearly at 2.5K. Oh man. Anyway. I've heard some people say that Burns should be the captain. I'm not entirely convinced that he should be the next one. I don't put this all on Logan. He's had 3 terrible years to, it's kind of like with Bugner, right? I know that a lot of people want to see him fired, and yeah, he's not the best coach. That's certainly not the case. And if they do fire him, I'm not going to, miss him necessarily. But there's only so much that Bugner can do with this personnel. And yeah, I do agree, though, on the other side of things, like why was he scratching Ryan Merkley? Jonathan Dahlen, I could certainly see a point there, too. Anyway. Oh. All right, thanks, Dan. See, on the flip side, I see a lot of criticism that's targeted at Logan Couture. Yeah, I mean, who else was going to be the captain in Couture's place? That's my question. Some people would say Burns maybe, but who else besides Burns? I don't think Carlson was, warranting of a C at that point in his time with the Sharks. I still don't. Yeah, who else would be captain? Hurdle? Hurdle maybe. I don't know if there would be a concern with, his English is now much better, but I don't know if that would be a concern at all. But anyway. Logan looks like Nacho Libre. That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Kraken and Canes are tied. Still 0-0 or something else? Favorite Sharks jersey currently? You mean that they're currently wearing Adidas? The Stealth is... I like the Stealth, more than their home and their away. I also really like the 30th anniversary, except for the collar. So that's kind of why I kind of gravitate toward the Stealth. And then the reverse retro was kind of underwhelming, but I still got it. It's a little different. Yeah, Dzingel's a healthy scratch tonight. That sucks, man. I mean, he did have a bad game yesterday, but one of the worst games. I think he was rated as the second or third worst player last night. 1-1. Okay. Ferraro next captain. I mean, there's certainly potential there. With his he's vocal. He puts his body in harm's way quite a bit. He can play physically. And yeah, he's got some youth to him still, so that's good. Oh, here we go. Here's a transition opportunity. Timo Meier tries to toe drag around 47. Oh, man, we had some traffic in front of the net there too. Danelle, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Mr. LT Barone, by the way. That's a good name. I need some accent lighting in the background. Yeah, we suck in our Stealth jerseys. Yeah, just kind of like when we used to wear the full bodied Shark, right? We'd go to the playoffs and then something just horrendous would happen. Smash the like. Yep, thank you. If you hit like, that way we get others like you joining our streams in the future. If anybody's new here, even though I know that pretty much everybody here is a regular, definitely subscribe. Hope to be doing this a little bit more often, especially, we'll see about the playoffs. Maybe I'll do playoff recaps live. That would be actually pretty fun. The Pringle to Zingle. All right, thank you, Trevor. Have a great night, and hope work goes by really quickly. You want Hurdle to resign? I think he's maybe a little bit tapped out now, just with the way the team's been playing recently. But yeah, man, I'd rather just get assets. If you love someone, you got to set them free, right? Nick Schmaltz had 7 points yesterday. Yeah, that's right. That's the most in a long time, isn't it? Galvanator, welcome. You're new. Awesome. What's your favorite team? Do you have a favorite team? If not, watch one of my latest videos because I help people choose their favorite team. At least I hope so. How is Cortana? That's the most important question. Can you guys just give me 6 seconds? I need to flip the light on, and then I'll cut to my dog. Hey, Boo. What's up? All right, so how is Cortana? Well, let's take a look. So here she is, especially for the new folks out there. This is my baby girl, my best friend on the planet. and she's a very good girl, and she is 8 years old already, but she still runs around quite a bit with me. I took her to the park this morning, and then and I took her to my complex's park after I got home from snowboarding too. So she's been a very good girl, seeking a lot of attention, but sweet as can be. Here's Couture 2-on-1. He scores! There we go. Yay! There's the captain backing it up. That's important. Full tank mode? No, we're not. You know Doug Wilson and the regime there. I mean, we should be, we should be just playing the youth now. Scratch. I don't think this would ever happen, but like scratching Vlasic would be good, right? Scratching Brent Burns, even though but the thing is with him, he has a huge Iron Man streak, so I could see why they would, let him play. But how about playing Burns maybe 20 minutes a night instead of 26? Anyway, it's nice to see the boys get on the board first. When was the last time we had the first goal of a game? It hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been that long. Thank you, CJ. The ambassador. Oh, you saw the Batman? It was decent. Very dark and long, yeah. Wow, 2 hours and 56 minutes. That's insane. I can't imagine like a noir-like Batman movie running that long. That just sounds weird. Oh, God, here's like a break for the Ducks. I cannot believe the way that just developed. And a backhand shot saved by Zach Sawchenko. By the way, we're starting Zach Sawchenko. It's his first NHL start. Yeah, Elijah. I can't forget, buddy. I'm not going to forget about that. Nacho Libre Couture. All right, man. But for where we're at, Hurdle for young talent is a very good option. Yeah. Boogie and Doug Wilson should not be content. Hasso Plattner should not be content either, my friends. But he's such a hands-off owner, which is good, for the most part. But there needs to be some sort of urgency there, right? Especially as the team is, it's starting to, look at our arena during games. Actually, the Ducks aren't exactly looking so hot right now either. Oh, wait, oh. But yeah, we're just not exactly doing that great of a job at putting butts in the seats. Sharks need to rebuild. Yeah. Well, Danelle, first of all, the reason why we're not really embracing the rebuild is because the veteran contracts that we have. 2-on-1 for the Ducks. Here's a shot, and that hits the post apparently. Yeah, they're not exactly happy to be down 1-0. That's for sure. Oh, nice pick there, Merkley. Come on, you got it, buddy. Oh, Zegras. Oh, that goes out of play. But yeah, the veteran contracts, right? You have Vlasic for 4 more years. You can't move him unless he wants to be traded. He has a no-move clause. Brent Burns, I think, has a modified no-trade clause. He has 3 more years left at $8 million. Logan Couture's our captain, right? But he still has, 4 or 5 more years after this at $8 million. Erik Karlsson has 5 more years after this, I think, at $11.5 million. So that's why we're really not in a rebuild, because we just actually can't be in a rebuild, because nobody wants to take Brent Burns' contract unless we want to, eat some salary there. So there you go. Zegras is overrated. Whoa. I mean, I know he's not, forcing 3 turnovers a game, but, for him to be jumping into the top line and, generating the number of chances that he is, I mean, that's one thing. But on the flip side, you have to still appreciate players who, despite not being at the top of the scoring race, they're finding other ways to produce. Guys like Anton Lundell or even Tanner Jeannot. That guy is a physical specimen. He's a unit for just a young guy. Hatakka got a secondary assist. Oh, I didn't even know Hatakka was playing. Santeri Hatakka. You were at Solo for America Ice on Friday, and you saw Curtis Brown. Oh, cool. And some of the Nashville players. Right on, man. That's cool. And Danelle, the Sharks are in Anaheim today. So I'm just wearing the stealth because I felt like wearing black. Yeah. Yeah, even if we retain half of Vlasik's salary, I agree with you, Alex. No one wants it. That's why, I mean, I could see us maybe buying him out once he has 3 years left. Anyway, we got a power play here, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, no, the Ducks have a power play, excuse me. I think they flashed the wrong graphic up on screen here. Our penalty kill, though, is really good. I know that we conceded 1 or 2 power play goals last night, but it's got to still be at least top 5 right now. Zegras is underrated. Oh, sparking some lively debate in the chat here. Here we go, shorthanded. Tomas Hertl shoots and saved by Stolarz. Any plans for intermission? Good question, CJ. I just didn't put much effort into preparing for this live stream, to be honest. So, it's a free-for-all for this one. But, yeah, in the future when I do live streams like this, I do want to have, a program. So what do I talk about at intermission, or what do we do? Do we play Guess the Jersey? Do I rank logos? Do I rank arenas or something like that? Yes, we'll be doing more stuff like that for our intermissions. But you guys are pretty chatty so far, so that's good. That keeps us engaged. Do I think Weisblatt plays next season? See, I want to see him play next season because, like, what else are we going to do? Sign somebody who's marginally better? See, I don't think that's the right approach. I think, yeah, try to play the kids. I know that, like, with Eklund, we, held him out after 9 games. I can understand how that was the right move. But, like, at this point in the season, don't you kind of wish that he had a shot, right? So, I can see kind of both sides of the coin there. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Are you able to actually stomach watching the San Jose Sharks anymore this year? Timo is in the box. Okay. Anyway, about 35 seconds left on the power play. Not too much in the way of chances for Anaheim so far. I like people giving their personal opinions on hockey. Hello. All right, so 20 seconds left. The Ducks have to get into our zone, and they do. Ooh, a nice little thread pass there to Zegras, but he wasn't able to come up with the puck. Otherwise, he would have been kind of in alone on the goaltender. So there we go. All right, so Fowler works it over to Zegras. He shoots. That's blocked in front of the net. Sharks are trying to clear it out here. They're jabbing at it, the Ducks are. And Sashenko is literally in his net when the whistle blows. How about that? Hey, Isaiah. Thank you for joining. All right. So they're going to cut to the commercial break here. It is 1-0 with about 8 minutes remaining in the first period. So there we go. All right. Oh, man. We are experiencing kind of the low point of the Sharks franchise. I thought maybe it was the reverse sweep back in 2014. Anyone here watching March Madness? Good question. I haven't watched it so much in the last few years, but I used to be really big into it. I don't see why I wouldn't want to at least tune in a little bit. I live really close to Gonzaga, so people love college basketball here, but I don't love Gonzaga. Some of you guys know that. Because I went to school at Santa Clara. That is a rival of Gonzaga's, but there you go. You like my Flyers hat? I know. I'm a big fan of, like, a two-tone hat. When it comes to, like, hat styles, I'm actually pretty particular, but here, orange and black, man. I wear an orange and black hat pretty routinely from spring until fall because I'm a big San Francisco Giants fan. How's my shoulder doing? Good. Wow, it's been almost a year since I had surgery. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm lifting weights and whatnot, so it's just a little stiff from that, but that's about it. Blues got swept by New York and New Jersey. Oh, that's right, yeah, because the Devils won, in overtime today? Yeah, right now, Colorado has a huge cushion between them and the Blues and the Wild. It looks like Minnesota and St. Louis aren't really going to challenge for that division. Martin St. Louis is the greatest thing to happen to the Habs. Yeah, it's looking like that so far. It'll be interesting to see if his impact can last greater than this season, if that's what the Habs determine they want to do. Because sometimes, you might have somebody who's less experienced at a head coaching role, but is really a good motivator, and a head coach should be a good motivator. But St. Louis has, when you see some of the young talent flourishing, of course I say Caulfield, once he enters or once he makes his way behind the bench, you want to that's probably something you want to look into continuing. Oh yeah, Canada has 7 NHL teams, coast to coast almost. A red Seattle Kraken concept. I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see them wearing red right away. But the nice thing is that in that division, the only team that wears red is the Flames. So I think they could make it happen at some point. All right, so just under 8 minutes here. The most pressure to win the Stanley Cup this year. That's a good question. Like, which actual group of teammates is under the most pressure? I don't know if it really is Toronto, to be honest, because they need to win a round. Then they feel some of that weight off their shoulder. Who else is under pressure to win a cup? I don't think that they are under the most pressure, but I think Washington is up there because of the age of some of their players and just the fact that they've also lost in the first round the last 3 years, besides the Penguins. I mean, Colorado is under a lot of pressure, I would think. Vegas faces some pressure as well, considering they've been knocking on the door to just getting into the Cup. Ontario teams, yeah, I mean, you've got the Maple Leafs and you've got the Senators as well. Oh, here we go. Here's Middleton. He shoots. Oh, they got a screen in front of him and everything. Couture was thinking of maybe adding a second goal. Oh, I didn't even know we were on the kill again. I guess that makes sense, though. I mean, we've been a pretty disciplined team this year, though, when it comes to, staying out of the... Well, actually, no. I redact that. Earlier this year, though, we were taking all sorts of too many men penalties and also delay of games. Thankfully, though, we've cut down on that a little bit. The top teams in the NHL are the Avs, Panthers, Hurricanes, and Lightning. I almost want to drop the Panthers down just because they've been on a slide. They've won back-to-back games now, which is good. But I don't know. I would say that if I had to name 4 teams, Lightning have to be one of the 4. Avs have to be one of the 4. Hurricanes have to be one of the 4. So I think that there are 3. I think those are the 3 most elite teams. And then you get into teams like Florida, I would say, is like the next tier. Pittsburgh has been playing like that the whole year. I wanted to say Minnesota, but they haven't been looking that good recently. So I might drop them down. Kind of in that A tier, like the second tier, right? I would say Calgary has been playing like that. LA, I'm not ready to put them up there. St. Louis, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a deep run. Toronto, they got to win around until I really think they could, challenge for a berth to the Stanley Cup final. Panthers and Flames, I could get on board with that. Oh, you are from Ontario. Got it. Well, yeah, I mean, you got the biggest hockey market there in Toronto. But of course, 55 years they're going on without winning a Stanley Cup. But hey, they are very exciting to watch, for better and for worse. Anyway, the Sharks are just a few seconds away from killing this penalty. They weren't able to clear the zone there, but no, it looks like Anaheim's able to keep it along the blue line here. Working that puck down to Zegras. And Anaheim is going to get a penalty this time. And my dog is very cranky right now because I'm not giving her enough attention. Oh, I'm sorry, Cortana. Either that or she wants to star in the production. Do you want to star in the production? You being a good girl? Oh, Hi. Hi, Cortana. Who's a good girl? Boop. What a good girl you are. Yeah. Don't worry, girl. It's an earlier game. It's not a 7:30 game tonight. So that you know what that means? That means once we're all done here, we can snuggle. Yeah. Toronto tickets are expensive. Carolina and Colorado for the Cup. I would gladly welcome that one for sure. I think I'm going to make a video on like playoff matchups I want to see too. The Sabres, Canucks, and Maple Leafs. Yeah. If I were to say, which franchise needs a cup the most, I would, Danelle, just kind of based on what you said there, I would say, well, it's got to be the Canucks or the Sabres, and then probably the Maple Leafs after that. But yeah. And yeah, the Senators, of course. Yeah, if you want to root for someone who is, who plays second fiddle, but could be really exciting in the next few years, Ottawa might not be a bad team. Their owner is a little bit kooky, though. So they could trade Shea Weber's contract. Okay, so it would be like one of those like permanent LTIR sort of things, right? Kind of like, like with Hossa or with even Datsyuk. His contract was absorbed by like the Coyotes or something. Knights and Lightning. Yeah, if they have Stone and Eichel in a series against Hedman and Vasilevsky, that could be pretty exciting. Anyway, we're on the power play, by the way, guys, for 1 minute and 22 seconds here. And, of course, we got a face-off down in our own zone, which is never fun. All right. Let's see if we can actually get a couple shots on goal from this. Our power play has been looking a little bit better recently. Pens versus Flames. Excuse me. That, if you told me before the season started the Cup would be the Penguins versus the Flames, I would have been like, what? What? Oh yeah, Danelle. I did see the fight, man. That was ugly. A lot of people were involved in that. Here we go, hurdle. Oh man, in front of the net. Come on, guys. Aw. How much would I pay for a white fisherman? The fisherman jersey, just to to clarify. Well, since I already have the navy fisherman, I don't really want the white one. But like, let's say that got reissued as the reverse retro. I'd pay a couple $100 for that, sure. With that detailing, if they kept the wave and the the lighthouse patch and everything, sure. All right, so now we're back to full strength here. Not a whole lot on that power play. Nice shot by Hurdle, but that was about it. Uh-oh, here's a chance for the Ducks. Raquel, he shoots. Oh, Sawchenko out of his crease. I like it. Comes out and challenges. That's what I'm talking about. The buzzsaw. Anyway, guys, hope you're having a good time with us here. If you are, I'd appreciate if you hit the thumbs up. And for anybody who's new here, would love to have you around for more streams and videos that I upload here on YouTube. So hit that big red button, excuse me. And of course, the more you tune into my content, the more you get my dog here, being a diva, but the sweetest diva with 4 paws. Let's see, what other Barracuda vlog? Well, I don't live anywhere near San Jose now, so I'm probably not going to any of those games for a while. Although, next year would be kind of interesting considering they're going to have a new, hey, not right now, girl. They're going to have a new arena, the San Jose Barracuda, at Sharks Ice. So that's kind of cool. Even though it's going to be really small. Still probably going to have more fans than at the Coyotes games. Cortana is very, very kawaii, yes. Yes, she is. Score is still 1-0, yes. 1-0 these guys. Or your pillow will be warm on both sides. My goodness. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about it being too warm right now. Not yet. Of course, out west, man, it's going to be like smoky for another several weeks once we hit July. Anyway, so 1-0. Hey, now we're not losing. That's good. It's kind of nice playing with a lead for a change, even if our power play can't do diddly poo. Honda Center, very, very, very barren. I know how that is, though, man. I think Staples Center has done a decent job for attendance this year, though. All right, so shots on goal. Actually, San Jose has 10 on goal. Anaheim has 6 right now. It just seems like the puck is always in our zone, though. And that was crazy. I found out a stat earlier today that in the past 5 games, in 12 of those 15 periods, the Sharks had fewer than 10 shots on goal. That's so bad. The Maple Leafs are the Cowboys of the NFL. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Yeah. Actually, that's one that will make me chuckle. Apologies to sports geeks, but I'm no fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't the Staples Center change their name? Oh, yeah, good point. It's Crypto.com Arena. That's right. The Maple Leafs are the Cowboys. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair comparison. They get the most attention from the media market. Sawchenko with a pad save, and then he had to scramble just to cover the puck up there. I thought that was going to tie things up, to be honest. Favorite Sharks jersey of all time? It is kind of similar to the 30th anniversary from last year. It's the 25th anniversary from the 2015-16 season. I have a replica of that. It's not in the greatest of condition, 1. And 2, I would love to get that as an authentic, like a Reebok authentic of that. I had an opportunity to scoop one up a few years ago. I got to find one, man. I love it. Because the Adidas one is good, but the collar, they messed that up, and the quality of the jersey just isn't quite there versus like an authentic Reebok. But yeah, being a Vikings fan, what's my take on Kirk Cousins? Oh, haven't I already explained that by now? No, I'm like not directed at you. I would think that would have come up at some point, but he is a limited quarterback. We're never gonna we're with the way that the offensive line has been neglected over Cousins' tenure for the majority of his time in Minnesota, I would say. We're not winning a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins and that offensive line. Not at all. Looks like we're picking up a slashing, unfortunately, here. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, but the Sharks still have a 1-0 lead. But yeah, we're going to kill our 3rd penalty in this period already. The Lightning are the San Antonio Spurs of the NHL. That's a pretty good comparison, I would actually say. They are kind of like the Spurs. The Spurs were like a smaller market team. Lightning, going into their run here, I'd agree. That's a good point. Yeah, sometimes I can't keep up with the names of the arenas. So Couture actually got called for, what was that, slashing? I think that's what it was. Anyway, here's a good clear there to start things out for us. Some good questions and good points you guys are raising already. You guys keep doing that, I'll just keep on coming back here. Yeah, I'm happy about that too, Elijah. That's good. We got to keep Justin Jefferson around. We need more gritty dances, for sure. All right, 30 seconds has been killed off. That's good. A white version in Adidas? I completely agree. I would love to see that. But man, I hope they fix the collar. I'll still buy it, though. Anyway, good killing, guys. Actually, gotta give some credit there to Milosh and to Nieto and Vlasic. Well, Nieto, he plays his role just fine, but it's kind of unfair to criticize him considering he was brought in basically to kill penalties. Same thing with Bonino and win faceoffs, and those guys are doing exactly that. It's just that, you can't put them on a third line and expect them to, average, 12 goals apiece or anything like that. What did he do with... Oh, yeah. I think that's probably right, Elijah. What's up, Tin? Thank you for joining the stream here. I forgot, are you also a Sharks fan? Yeah. All right. So there are 33 seconds left on this penalty here, and 51 seconds left in this game. The face-off as the Ducks advance into our zone here, and that goes back out to the point. Here's Shattenkirk. He skates down to the half boards. He passes it back. Henrique out there as well. Along the boards, a back pass to the point. Fowler and Sawchenko coming out of his crease again. I like his aggression. That's good. Henrique off a one-timer. That was blocked, looked like by Middleton. And the Sharks are going to get another clear here. So the penalty is now killed off. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And now one last rush probably here for the Ducks as they dump it deep into the zone. Vlasic is trying to clear it out, but he can't. Big surprise there, huh? Almost took another penalty, it looks like. And here we go, just chipping it out. And that's going to do it for the first stanza. And at the end of one, it's the San Jose Sharks with a 1-0 lead. You have a Sharks jersey. Close enough. A lot of people can probably say that, you know, especially those who grew up in the 90s. Iowa and Illinois. Oh. Are Iowa good? Like, I mean, when I think of Illinois, I think of basketball. Like, they've been a pretty good program, right? Did the video you sent me... No, CJ. I already had the jersey on, actually. So there you go. Anyway, I scratched my knuckle last night, like cut it. I have no idea how the heck I did that. It's kind of gnarly. Anyway, so intermission. I don't have any grand plans for this one, but we'll do. You know, we'll have a program. Hopefully the next time around. Speaking of programs, even though it doesn't really make sense. So, you know, I've been putting out videos Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for the most part over the past, 6 weeks or so. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay with 3 videos a week or if I'll cut it back down to 2. To be honest, I might just have to do that because I do feel a little bit rushed at times. But anyway, for now, we'll keep with Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So Tuesday, I think that for that one, either I'll have a jersey to unbox or I might be talking about playoff matchups that I want to see. Thursday will be another 5 reasons why. For that, it's going to be the Rangers. And for that, I'm bringing on Tara from the Glove Drop. So she'll be talking about the blue shirts with me. 5 reasons why we think they could win a Stanley Cup. I mean, Igor Shesterkin should be probably reason number 1. Barclay Goodrow. I'm going to have to definitely give him a shout out if she doesn't do that. So we'll have her on Thursday, and then on Saturday we'll have another video. Again, either the jersey unboxing or the Predators unboxing or the playoff matchups. There's other content I have in the pipeline as well. So Shazam, we have lots to produce, and hopefully some stuff for you guys to look forward to as well. Demand, you're giving demands for me to dole out treats to her. I guess I can do that. I guess that's the one thing you can ask me to do that I'll do for you. Top dark horse to make it to the final. That's a good question. I should make a video on that, actually. One sec. I mean, I think that you cannot count out the St. Louis Blues. And let's see. LA is also another team, right? With that core that still just doesn't want to go away. So I wouldn't count them out entirely either. And then maybe, let's see. Should I say don't sleep on the Bruins? I don't know. The Bruins have been looking better recently. DeBrusk, when they have DeBrusk playing well, then they actually have some depth. So that's good. Kim won't be joining me for 5 reasons why on the Islanders. Yeah, unfortunately not. Although, wait. No, I was getting her confused with somebody else. Yeah, hopefully I can at least bring Kim on the channel at some point again, though. I was actually going to join a live stream with her a couple of weeks ago, but something came up from my end. Just plans had shifted days. Anyway, the Blues have to be up there, very much under the radar. Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, they've just been going about their business the whole year. They've been probably, from a consistency standpoint, they've been one of the best teams in the NHL this year. And when you have guys like Jordan Kyrou and Robert Thomas and Ivan Barbashev and even Pavel Buchnevich, like those aren't household names, but those guys are leading the charge for them ahead of Ryan O'Reilly, who's a great leader and everything, and he's the Patrice Bergeron of the West, really. But yeah, St. Louis with Ville Husso, the way he's playing. I know they lost in overtime today, but I mean, that is a team that's built for playoff hockey still, I think. I don't know if the Rangers are necessarily a dark horse, because I think that they've kind of overachieved this year, and that we think that they're, this team that's led by an otherworldly goaltender. I mean, like they are, but I don't know, just the fact that they've been pretty much in second or third the whole season, I don't know if I could consider them so much a dark horse. But then again, the Blues have been pretty much there too. I just think that the Rangers are always going to get talked about more than a team like St. Louis will, more than a team like the Kings will. So anyway, a small guess the jersey. Oh, at some point. What is my stance on Vegas's cheating ways? I wonder if you asked that as a Sharks fan. But anyway, what are you referring to? Are you talking about just how they're taking advantage of the whole like long-term injured reserve sort of thing? Anyway, I don't feel like dusting. I don't feel like kicking up any dust here, to be honest. I'm a Sharks fan at the end of the day. It's frustrating when a team comes into the league and beats your butt every year for the most part. But hey, man, look, I just want us to be good again. That's what I'm trying to focus on. But anyway, small guess the jersey. Yeah, I have some photos that I can definitely run that. I don't know about next time, but I did think about that today too. Like running a guess the jersey during intermission is certainly something I would like to do with you guys. Because yeah, I have some photos to run. If I just had chose 10 photos out of the 40 or 50 I took, then yeah, maybe we could actually do that. Oh boy. Oh, gotta breathe for a moment here. The air gets trapped in my sternum from talking nonstop here. You try talking nonstop for an hour. You'll be amazed at how your body's going to react to that. Will Shea Weber come back? I don't see it. I haven't heard anything about him even like skating or anything like that. Have you? She likes the white jerseys more. Hey, some people do. Actually, Kale, Vesper Hockey, but now it's technically Life of Austin. He prefers the white jerseys too. And for some teams, I think that their white jerseys look better. Not too many, but I think Calgary's away jersey challenges their home jersey. I would say that about Buffalo as well. Seattle, I think I like their away jersey just a little bit more than the home jersey. Who else would be up there? The Rangers, I think it's pretty close between the two as well. Florida, some people would say. I think it's pretty close. So yeah, some teams just look better with white as their predominant color. You want to be a sports play-by-play guy? Say more. Well, what would you want to do, right? You want to, play-by-play, sure, but how would your journey look? Like, would you start with minor league baseball, or would you start in a minor league minor hockey league, right? Weber's not going to come back. Yeah, right. There should be a rule for the IRL cap non-existing in the playoffs. Yeah, my thought is that I heard this, I think, on 32 Thoughts, this idea of maybe expanding the rosters or something in the playoffs, or did they do that already? I think they already do that, don't they? I don't know. I think that there can be a little bit of flexibility, but yeah, this whole idea of just basically not neglecting the salary cap in the postseason, I think that's pretty ridiculous. My idea for that was, okay, fine. Salary cap goes away for the playoffs, but if you violate and go over the cap, you have to give up a first round pick, or not, maybe not that much of a punishment, but something kind of like that, where you have to give up a second or a third or something to that sort. And then that pick is going to be given at random to one of the non-playoff teams. So it could happen against a rival. It could happen against a team in your division. That's what should be done. Yeah, the Cider video exploded initially, and then I make a video about Matt Boldy, and then like YouTube doesn't show it to anybody. So anyway, if you guys are looking for something to do, watch my Matt Boldy video. It's very similar to my Cider video. It doesn't finish with a jingle, but it's still as informative. But then again, I don't know. YouTube's weird, man. Junior hockey. Okay. Oh, well, that's always good to be connected to somebody. Yeah, you just want to fall in love. Excuse me, you want to fall in love with everything that goes into like actually reciting the play-by-play, right? Like in terms of getting your notes together, or in terms of like figuring out how to work with people who aren't necessarily in the broadcast booth with you, but you might want to learn something about like audio production or something like that. So yeah, I think that's kind of the way to look at it, right? You want to fall in love with everything that goes into that finished product, so that you fall in love with both the finished product and everything that goes into it, I would say. Yeah, to agree with you guys in the chat, I would say I like dark jerseys more usually, but for some teams I like the white ones more. Anyway, 1-0. Obviously we're in intermission. Oh my God, Curtis Brown. What a beautiful handlebar mustache. See, that's why I'm on YouTube, man. I just wasn't good enough for TV. I can't get a Tom Selleck going, you know? Not exactly good at growing the old lip sweater. Anyway. So let's see. What else is happening in the NHL, guys? Actually, that's not a bad way to look at it, right? Look at some score sheets and that sort of thing, right? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the final scores from today, if you guys don't mind me doing so. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I like the darker jerseys a little bit more. In most cases, I do. Let's see here. All right, so we had Dallas with a 6-3 win over Minnesota. The Wild are just, I think, 3-8 in their last 11 games. I mean, I saw them lose against Buffalo. It was a back-to-back, but still. Go Sharks! Hey, that's what I like to see. Welcome to the chat there, Patrick. All right, so today, yeah, Jason Robertson has back-to-back hat tricks. That's nuts, man. So Nico Sturm opens the scoring. Joe Pavelski, his 22nd of the year. I think Sharks fans might miss him a little bit. Robertson, his 27th, 28th, and 29th goals of the year. You think this guy's going to hit 50 next year? He might hit 50 this year. Riley Tuft, I don't even know who that is. Kaprizov had 2 goals, okay. Because, yeah, pretty recently it looked like the Matt Boldy, Fiala, Gaudreau line was the only, the only guys who were generating scoring chances every night. Let's see. All right. I don't know if I knew that, Dan. That's cool. All right, so Robertson just absolutely tearing it up. Actually, let's see who is playing goal for the Wild. Oh, look at that face-off battle. That's not good. Let's see. So Ottinger had a .914 save in this game. And, okay, it was actually Kaapo Kähkönen. I mean, he's played pretty well this year, but yeah, even the last game he had gotten kind of lit up there too. What? Oh. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Devils over the Blues. While we pass the time during this intermission. So here, the Devils winning 3-2 in overtime. Dawson Mercer, his 14th of the year. Of course, among the rookies out there, Mercer isn't at the top of the pack in scoring by any means, but he's still putting together a pretty good season. Yeah, you think of guys like Hischier and Hughes and Mercer and even some of the secondary players like Sharangovich and the other guy I always forget, Kuokkanen, right? The Devils, I just kind of keep waiting for them to, come out of the woodwork and actually start playing well for a whole season. It's been a while. Kreider, that was his 22nd of the year. I thought he would have actually scored more, to be honest with you. But he's contributing every game. He's generating all kinds of chances. The next jersey I buy, I'm honestly not sure. I've kind of put the jersey stuff on a bit of a hold. I'm not going to be probably buying as much. I have an unboxing, of course. Actually, I have an unboxing that I'll release probably sometime this week. And then I'll have a unboxing about a month after that too. Because I've already filmed it. It's just I need to do the whole jersey history segment. And so after Nashville's going to be the one for like this week. And then after that, the next jersey will be St. Louis. There we go. Dougie Hamilton scored the winning goal in overtime. That is his 9th of the year. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Kings. This is the hottest team in the NHL right now, guys. I think, right? Andreas Athanasiou. Yeah, if they're getting contributions from him, if Arvidsson looks a shade like he did, 4 or 5 years ago, then this team can be ultra scary out there. Athanasiou had 2 goals, and then every Sharks' favorite player, not on the Sharks, Dustin Brown, had a goal too. Let's see here. We've got ourselves Carolina and Seattle. What's going on here? Carolina and Seattle. We have Alex Wenberg, his 6th of the year. Niederreiter, his 17th. That's what I like about Carolina. They can put anybody in the top 6, and these guys can produce. Oh, Kotkaniemi and Jarvis. So these guys are kind of like their third line right now. Boy Callie scored a goal. Here is 12th of the year. Okay, so Yarncroke with 12 goals. That's not bad. Teravainen, his 16th of the year from Aho, and Trocheck. Trocheck having a great year as well. Oh, you got invited to be in the booth for the Iowa Cubs. Is that AAA? I don't even know the minors for baseball at all. But that's really cool. I hope you have a chance I hope you're able to go. All right, New York and Winnipeg. Let's take a look at this one. So the Rangers in the this is 4-1 here, but 3-1 down here. There must have been a goal just now. Barclay Goodrow. That's what the Sharks fans like to see out there. His 12th of the year. And then Chris Kreider, 37 goals. Chris freaking Kreider. I mean, he's always been maybe not a star, but he's always been, kind of one of the mainstays on the score sheet for the Rangers. But 37. Woo! Jersey nicknames? The Mooter is. That's a good one, yeah. I mean, I'm just going to start naming a few, right? There's like the Mustard Cat, the Burger King, the Wild Wing. I mean, the Wild Wing is probably one of the best, right? Flying V. I'm thinking of all the ugly ones, right? The Peyote, or the Space Coyote. I think the Peyote makes a little bit more sense. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of like funny ones. Like, of course, there's the Liberty one, right? I'm just looking at my collection right now. Let's see here. Jersey nicknames. The Skate, the Stick and Rink. Like, you guys are going to have to, I mean, all these questions directed at me can be also directed at you guys too. It's more fun that way, right? The Barber Pole, there we go. 4-1. Okay, so Kreider has 2 goals. Holy crikey. And then Trouba, his 9th of the year as well. Oh, good. Ehlers is back. That's something I like to see. He's a very exciting player. It'd be interesting to see him possibly be traded at some point. Pooh Bear and Meth Bear. Spitting straight facts. Lord Collins. By the way, the Hawks had the first goal in their game against the Lightning. It's now 6-2 Tampa. Strome. So Radish, Hedman. For some reason, I thought Hedman had more than 12 goals. Cal Foote had his first of the year. Okay. Hedman, his 13th. Corey Perry has 16 goals. He's gonna end up with like 22 goals this year. Good stuff. I know Sharks fans don't like Corey Perry, and yet I've kind of gained a little bit of unforeseen respect for him. Yeah. I think the meth bear is probably pretty good. All right, second period's underway. Hey now, that's what you love to see it. All right, so can we stay out of the penalty box a little bit here, boys? Your Ducks are down 1-0. Well, I appreciate seeing a Ducks fan enter the chat here. I am behind enemy lines, but at the end of the day, at least you're not a Kings fan. So there you go. And at least you guys have had an exciting team to watch this year for the most part. I know that you're not in the playoffs now, but next year, you'll probably be expected to go to the postseason. And as you can probably see here, I'm rocking the original Mighty Ducks right there too. So you are most welcome, Lauren. The barber pole is a great jersey. I think it's a cool jersey. I'd like to see more of those. Of course, we'll probably get the Seattle Metropolitans jersey next year. Oh yeah, the Kraken. This is a canvas, and I love it. It wasn't cheap, but I think I got what I paid for, to be honest. I actually got it on Fanatics.com. And the artist actually signs the print as well, which is kind of cool. New Era doesn't have fitted hats for the NHL anymore. They don't? Like, they don't make those? Or are those... Because this is New Era, but obviously I bought this a few years ago. I didn't know that they couldn't make those anymore. I mean, if I want fitted, or... I guess they're not fitted. No. I don't know if... Like, does 47 make fitted? Maybe not. Oh! There was like a neon knee hit that Anaheim... It looked like... That's kind of what it looked like. But, Zegras had a chance in transition there. Sawchenko. Did he have to make a save? But yeah, this is going to get chippy here. There was a hit on Couture that looked kind of like a neon knee. And then Meyer came in afterwards and leveled somebody else on Anaheim. Yeah, and Lauren, I would say that Isaac Lundestrom is kind of one of the best kept secrets in the division. Who knows, maybe even outside of it. I'm sure a lot of people out there don't know exactly how talented he is. Well, Elijah, on the subject of like pronouncing names, I noticed that sometimes, like, I know that there are certain conventions when saying something, when pronouncing like a Russian name. And maybe what I'll accidentally do is adopt those same conventions for like Russian for Swedish players or something like that. So I'm sure that broadcasters have like similar slip-ups and whatnot. Anyway, this game is now tied up, by the way, 1-1. So that's Adam Henrique's goal. And in transition here, so, wow, absolutely nobody adjusts to defend Henrique. So, let's take a look. That was a neutral zone turnover there. And Burns looked like he was committing to him early on, and then it looked like 61, I guess that's Hatakka. So he kind of left his man in that sense to pick up the puck carrier. And then, yeah, Henrique had, he was able to pick a spot on Sawchenko there. So yeah, 1-1. Well, you know what? We'll still dole out a goal treat, even if it's not the team I'm rooting for, because got to play both sides here a little bit. So let's cut to the puppers. Hey, Sports Geeks. Do I like the Flyers a little or just straight out? Are those my only options? Because I don't hate the Flyers. I'd say that overall I'm content with them. I don't like seeing them performing this poorly, though. Cortana doesn't really have her reflexes tonight, apparently. Yeah, in the Eastern Conference, I don't really hate any teams in the Eastern Conference. I used to not be a Boston fan, that's for sure. But I've I've cooled down a little bit on the Bruins, and I've also cooled down on the Penguins a little bit. I'm not rooting for those teams by any means, but I'm not going to get like all crusty if they win. I don't want to see the Lightning win the Cup again. I want to see somebody else, but if they win again, I'm not going to be like mad. Milan Lucic will be the Conn Smythe winner. You better take a screenshot of that. Who knows? If he does. Hey! There we go. Woo, woo, woo. Is that a... So Vlasic got the puck toward the net. They think it's Vlasic's goal. Nobody tipped it. Or at least nobody in white. Next NHL city. Actually, we talked about that in the last stream. Whoop. It's got to be Houston. I would personally hope for Kansas City over Houston, but I think Houston. Like I said, I think there's a chance the Sharks could be the next team that moves from their city. Not next year, but it could happen. And I think Houston would be a possible landing spot. Yeah. 2-1. Good response, boys. That's Vlasic's first goal of the season. Wow. A lot of people are not exactly happy with that guy. But hopefully we can be a little bit less critical of him tonight. All right. That was a good response after the goal, that's for sure. 3 least favorite teams. Well, that one's kind of easy for me. I'm a Sharks fan, so obviously Vegas is going to be up there. Although I love interacting with the fans, and again, I'm jealous. Like that's just a fact. Second team that the team that I cheer for least, it would be Vegas. The team I cheer for least after them would be LA. I was glad to see them turn a corner earlier this year, but then when they're actually good, then I actually hate them. But the thing is that I kind of miss them being good. So I'm glad that they're doing well, even if I don't show my excitement for that. And then afterwards, it would normally be the Ducks, but yeah, I guess maybe. But after Vegas and maybe LA, I don't really hate anybody else that much. The Ducks used to be up there though. Oh god, this is an odd man rush for the Ducks. Oh! Did Sawchenko get a piece of that? Oh no, he doesn't know where the puck is. Yeah, well, that was almost a tie game. Kansas City would be... Yeah. Wait, would get the market crushed. You don't think that'd be a good thing? I think that would be great. Because they don't have an NBA team, so that doesn't, compete with hockey. Ducks have 6 shots through the first 5 minutes of the period. And looks like they got their cycle game working a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Now, can we get it clear, boys? There we go. All right. There we can get a little line change there. Oh, is that Bonino? He gets tripped up. Penalty shot. That's got to be a penalty shot. They better call a penalty shot on that. He was in alone. No penalty shot? Come on, man. Oh. No. I want people to root for their team, even if it's the team I'm not cheering for. That's fine. I mean, the good thing is that, I've been through enough disappointment and pain, fan pain, not just for the Sharks, but for the Vikings as well for football. So it's like I know that fortune is not on my side these days. Leafs, Bruins, and Lightning. Oh, because you're a Habs fan. Oh, that makes sense. We got a power play. Oh, on the doorstep. Oh, I couldn't bury it. Darn it. 150. All right, here we go. Got this power play clicking. Here we go. Got the mojo going. Oh, wait, no, never mind. that is knocked away out of the zone. Darn. Yeah, I think refs should award more penalty shots. Actually, you know what? I almost think that a penalty shot, regardless of what happens, it should like go to a power play. Like if you miss the penalty shot, like what if you're like, I don't know, Roman Polak or something, and you get a penalty shot and you miss it, right? Shouldn't your team get a power play? I don't know. Wait, what Elijah? The Mariners play in Seattle, and the Sounders do too. The Sounders draw over 40,000 fans a game. Seattle's has traditionally been a pretty good sports market. You're shocked that Vlasic scored, yeah. Even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? All right. Good to see our power play at least clicking a little bit here. This game's had a lot of special teams, that's for sure. But a little surprised that, well, I guess probably after those goals, right? Because there was that hit on Couture, but that's, I guess, kind of how things got resolved. All right, so 6 minutes, 45 seconds gone by here. We got 38 seconds left on the power play. And we've got the puck here in Anaheim's zone. Bonino, Gregor, Balsers. Looks like Hurdle and Burns are out there too. Come on, Rudy. Oh, trying to tip play in front. At least we still have the puck. 19 seconds left. Burns. Come on, you got to rip that, Balsers. Okay. Oh, boy. Silverberg is giving one of our guys fits. They get a clear here. 5 seconds left. Anaheim's going to work it back. Chips it deep into the Sharks zone. Yeah, Roman Polak, right? 2016 Sharks legend. Hey, I don't think he was actually that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, sure, a depth defenseman, but he didn't play that poorly in Teal. Oh, Gadjevich almost had an opportunity against the goaltender for a one-on-one there. Guess the player in second intermission. Well, I don't have anything queued up, so how am I supposed to do that? I don't even know what guess the player is, for that matter. Is it like a cryptic photo of the player? Are we going back to the box again? Can we? You know what? The Sharks should just experiment with this idea. They should just play shorthanded for a whole period. We've got a really good kill, and we probably generate as many offensive opportunities as we do shorthanded than 5-on-5. Yeah, for Anaheim, if they want to get back into this, they got to start stringing wins together, especially because now you've got not only LA playing well, Edmonton, although they're a bit Jekyll and Hyde, they can look really good more often than not these days. And you've got Vancouver playing well too, in addition to, of course, Calgary. Spalling and Polak were decent players. I don't remember Spalling ever doing anything that upset me. So he did a lot of like the behind the scenes sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, we got outclassed in that Cup final. I won't say any more about that. So at Anaheim, now, I don't know, Lauren, if you know, but how many times has Anaheim, I know obviously they have won a Cup, and they've got to the finals, right? In 2003 against the Devils, 7 games. How many times have they gone to the conference final? Because I know that like in 2017 they went and they lost to Nashville. Did they go to the conference final anytime between after 2007 and anytime between 2017? I can't remember. But yeah, Anaheim they've been around almost 40 years, and they've done pretty well in that span. I know they have 1 Cup, 1 other final appearance. That's pretty good, and they're with the exception of 2018 through now. For some reasons that are understandable, they've been, one of the more competitive teams in that division. But yeah, that's definitely a trip on Milosh. Yeah, I know, right? I think this is our fourth or fifth penalty, and we're not even halfway through this game. But apparently, scoreboard, right? I wonder when we lose the penalty battle, are we actually better? I wonder if our record is better when we take more penalties than the other team because of how good our kill is. All right, so Anaheim with the man advantage here. Troy Terry really cooled down quite a bit, didn't he? There's Fowler, shoots it from the point, trying to get a tip in front. There's a scramble for the puck. Anaheim regains, feeding it up to the point where there's Fowler. Sends it toward the goal line. Here's Troy Terry. Fowler at the point. Shot pass. Nope. There's Terry. Moving it to the other point now. Shattenkirk. That's a great name. Shattenkirk. All right. Good cycling from the Ducks here, but they're not able to get a shot on goal. They fired a couple, but they were blocked. Oh, the 2015 Ducks. Okay. Got it. Yeah, they've for the most part been a pretty successful club, and they like the Kings and like the Rangers too. They are showing what a proper rebuild can look like. Bite the bullet for 4 years, and you'll be back to competitive hockey on a game in, game out basis. And that's what the salary cap does. That's why it's important. Yeah, this power play is almost killed. About 15 seconds left. Yeah, and Anaheim has had a pretty good power play from what I recall. So, for the Sharks to be killing off 4 in a row, halfway through this game, yeah, you'll hang your hat on that for sure. But we're a little bit hemmed into the zone right now. Balcer's good job kind of stepping back for a moment to kind of regain control, but then he fires it along the boards inexplicably, and we barely get it clear. And Anaheim again entering the zone. It's close to the goal line. Milano almost, he would have had a chance to stuff it home. 9 minutes left in the period here. I wonder what the shots are. Because excuse me there, that's a cardinal sin. Anaheim, there's a turnover in our own zone. A lot of Anaheim's shots, though, have been blocked or deflected away. So we're a little bit blessed there. All right, so that is a commercial break. Great. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in here. Of course, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up because that helps others like you discover the channel. Helps me out. And yeah, it's great to have you along here on a Sunday evening. And so far, after 88 minutes of being live here, my voice is holding up. This is great. And my energy is okay. I had a lot of caffeine today. I think I had what? Oh, God. I started the morning with like a double coffee. Then I had another like little shot of espresso before I took my dog to the park, where she had a lot of fun. Then I had an energy drink throughout the day. And then I also had a coffee when I got home from snowboarding. So a lot of caffeine. And yeah, I'm very subdued from riding the slopes of North Idaho here. Your girlfriend's a Caps fan. You'll have the last laugh once they're bounced in the first round if they make the playoffs. But I'm kind of hoping that Ovechkin gets one more. I really do want to see Ovi win the cup one more time. In addition to break Gretzky's goal scoring record, I'd be really happy seeing Ovi with one more cup and TJ Oshie. So anyway, what did I say? Yeah, about 9 minutes left in this period here, so just a little bit over the halfway point. Or your ice will melt. I can't even say that right now because our snow, we had like 3 feet of snow between Christmas and like the first week of January. We had a ton of snow. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden it just stopped. But at least the ski resorts are still looking pretty darn good. I don't know if they've been making snow. Maybe they have been. Anyway, back to the game here. The faceoff is coming in the Shark zone. Now, can we keep the puck out of our zone a little bit more, guys? Just a hair more would be nice. Yeah, let's remember like what goal we're shooting on and all that good stuff. Wow, we already turned it over and almost coughed up a high danger chance. My goodness. All right. Chat, people in the chat, what is your favorite Ducks jersey of all time? Or you can name your favorite, 2 or 3. I would think most people would think, the original Eggplant and Jade. But of course, if there are other ones that you've liked, let me know in the chat. That's what I should have done, but timing. Because the Ducks have had, how many different jerseys have they had in their history? Probably about a dozen, yeah. Yeah, the puck just does not want to leave our zone. It is magnetically pulled to the Sharks zone. Although Anaheim cycling this period has been pretty good, even strength and otherwise. "1994 Mighty Ducks." That's very specific. The OG white jersey. Yeah, that's wonderful. And I mean, like, the OG, like, that was basically worn up until, when was that? 2006 when they rebranded, right? Or 2007. 2006, right, because the first year they rebranded to the Anaheim Ducks is when they won the Cup. And that was just before the Reebok Edge template. Shazam. 25th anniversary is your favorite. Ooh, the orange jersey is your favorite. I got a hot take. I'm not a big fan of the 25th anniversary jersey. I just think there's too much going on. My opinion, though. It sold like hotcakes, though, as it should. Hey, oh! Man, Reedy had a chance to maybe deflect that shot from the point there. Nice we actually got a shot on goal. Ugh. Okay, nice little forecheck. Yeah, that's going to do it, though. Yeah, I like the orange alternate. I think that's a solid jersey. I'm not like dying to buy it, but it's not bad. I mean, I have a black home jersey that I got from Cool Hockey from a mystery box. So that's like my Ducks Adidas jersey, unless they like bring back the original Eggplant and Jade. But I've already got that one, customized for Temu. So I'm all right with that one for sure. Yeah, you've got a 25th anniversary. Oh snap! Yeah, it almost looks like the Ducks are still on a power play, even though they're not, because the cycle game is that strong. Oh wow! Timo Meier almost was in the doghouse. There we go. Some good speed, that's for sure. Ooh. Looks like the Sharks are trying to... They definitely took a number. But yeah, Zach Sawchenko in this game looks very solid. I like seeing him challenge, come out of his crease. Doesn't look like the biggest goaltender out there, so that does help. Heyo! Somebody wants to see Cortana. Hi. How we doing, kiddo? We'll have some more Cortana shots. Who's a good girl? I hadn't given her a bath in so long, and it's so funny because I didn't take her to an actual pet wash. I just washed her in my bathtub yesterday, and she knows. Like I've only had to dunk her in there like 2 other times, and she knows that I'm trying to get her to hop in the bath when I'm mysteriously like taking the treat bag to the bathroom and like getting towels and whatnot. She knows that already. She's a very, very smart little lady. Yeah. Wait, did the ref take a hit? I mean, like body contact, not a hit. All right, one more commercial break here. The last time the Sharks were leading this much, for this long of time during a game, how long ago did they actually have? How long has it been since they've actually had a lead and been able to hold on to it for like more than 2 minutes? How much money to be able to buy a pup cam? How much you got? You know, we do have super chats here. You know what what I need to get, because obviously I'm using like an office chair. Here, I'll give Cortana a couple of goodies here. What I need to get is I need like a big bean bag or something like that that will, sit up this high. So then that way she can, be here with me during the stream. All right, here's a treat for the good girl here. Hey, what's up? Can you do something cute? Can you come here? Do you want a treat? You really don't have much interest. You shake and bake? You really have no interest in this, do you? All right, ready? Oops. All right. Can you at least shake? Thanks, girl. You're like, yeah, that's about my limit, human. All right. Good girl. There you go. All right, there's a good girl. Okay. Venmo? Yeah, I take Venmo. I take PayPal, Venmo. That's all in the video description. Super chats. I don't think about that one bit when I'm streaming. She gets fed. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I feed her all that much, but she had been getting just a little chonky. So I watch that fairly closely, but we exercise lots, or at least I exercise her quite a lot. So even if she's a little chonky, she's a fit little chonk. Of course. That's what I'm here for. If I run out of things to talk about, I'll just show my dog. I mean, watching Cortana is more exciting than watching the Sharks. That's cool. You guys are earning me some income, though, because obviously I have monetization turned on. And, of course, just having you stay on the chat or on this stream for this long, that actually will help with getting that pushed out to more new viewers. So, Shazam. I think we're all chipping in that sense. Do I know the Quack Report? I've never... Are they an actual channel or are they a podcast? I have heard of the Quack Report, though. It was funny because I'm putting out a series of videos on playoff teams. And so I was about a month ago looking at other channels I could collaborate with, and I didn't know any Ducks channels, and I came across the Quack Report. So there we go. Will the Ducks win? Well, it is against the Sharks. Here we go. Here's a shot. Oh, Stolar's the save. Aw, man. No multi-goal lead for us, no. Will the Ducks win? I mean, they're the team that needs to win. That's for sure. The Sharks, they would like a win. Oh. That's a pretty good 2-on-1 chance for the Ducks there. Raquel was absolutely tearing us up in the last game. Something happened there. Man, Couture is is in the middle of a lot of, I don't know, kerfuffles? I think he wants to really hit somebody. He seems to be in the way of the victim of a lot of unwanted contact. That's Couture, though. Like, this guy has lost teeth and taken pucks to the face and like broken and torn a bunch of stuff too. Hello, Knucklehead. You don't need to tell me twice, CJ. No, my reward tonight would be a Sharks victory. Hopefully in regulation. I'll take a point. I'll take a goal. Silverberg, oh, one-timer. Point blank, too. But yeah, it looks like the Ducks are getting some chances right down Main Street, if you know what I mean, in the slot here in this second period. And we're holding on to a win, or to a lead, though, for a change, so far. Wonder how many shots the Ducks have this period. THPN. Oh, All right. Well, certainly as the Ducks, build and become more competitive, I would probably tune in then myself a little bit. Nice job by Barabanov winning that puck battle, that's for sure. Vlasic pinching down. Sharks actually trying to get a legit possession here. Here's a shot from the high slot, man. That would have been it right there. Come on, Rudy. Oh, Barabanov behind the net. Come on, man. Increase your trade value. Let's go. You can do it, buddy. Come on, go 1-on-5. It's all right. All right, minute 29 here remaining. Here's Terry. He's getting hounded. And there was some contact in front of the net there too. So Sawchenko went down because I thought that there Terry looked like he had maybe drawn another penalty. Favorite Sharks playoff moment? I mean, Riley, it's clearly Game 7 just because I went there. I was there for that. But outside of that would be 2006. The Sharks were playing the Oilers, and they were facing a 5-on-3 penalty kill. And during that penalty kill, two Sharks either had their stick broken or lost their stick. So for a portion of that penalty kill, the Sharks only had one guy out there with a functional hockey stick. I was at that game, and the Sharks killed off that penalty, which was unreal. That's got to be up there. I got to think about moments that I saw live or like in person or watched on TV. That would be up there. Let's see what else I would have toward the top. Donskoy's goal against the Penguins. I was a little bit distracted because I was watching it at this like big congregation, so I didn't really get to enjoy it as much. Let's see here. What else would be up there? That series against the Flames back in 2008, that one seems to be pretty underrated too. So a couple of those Game 7s we've played in my time as a fan, where we've not just the Vegas one, but also like the Game 7s against Calgary in 2008. The Game 7 against Nashville in 2016 was awesome too. Beating Colorado in 6. Absolutely, man. When they were down 2-0, the series looked completely over, and they just flipped the script on its side and once Colorado gets through the second round, I'll really believe that they can actually, win a cup convincingly. 30 seconds left here. Traffic in front of the net, and there's a goal from Sonny Milano. He ties it up. There's some traffic in front of the net. Milano saw the shot coming. He crashed to the net as well. And he chips it in. That's not a fun goal to be conceding here. But Sonny Milano has this game tied up. And for that, here we go. All right. Yeah, Burns... You were as useful as a pylon on that play. All right, goal treats for the girl. Well, come here. Come here. Oh, sorry. Oh no, Sherwin. Sherwin goes down. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Sawchenko had to kick one aside in the last couple of moments there. By the way, this is my friend Sherwin the Shark, because Sherwin, it's a sure win, I guess. Won the championship in 2007, of course. Rallied from a 3-0 deficit. Oh! I think a lot of fans, not Ducks fans, but I think a lot of hockey fans forgot about that, unfortunately. I don't hear too many people talking about that moment, but the Sharks scoring 4 power play goals against Vegas was amazing. But the Ducks doing that to the Oilers was probably more impressive, I have to say. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that 3-0 rally was absurd. Anyway, of course, we have reached the second intermission here between the Ducks and Sharks, and now we have ourselves a tie game, 2-2. Deuces. Hurricanes have beaten the Kraken. Okay, let's check the rest of the scoreboard here. So, who got that winning goal for Carolina? Did North Carolina raise up? Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Game-winning goal goes to Martin Necas. Oh, wow. That's right. He's missed some time this year. Only his 9th. Favorite Ducks moment was when Russ Tyler scored on Team Iceland with the knuckle puck. Nice. I feel ya. Favorite Ducks moment? I actually had one as well. What was I going to say? Oh, off the floor on the board. Paul Kariya in 2003. I don't think I was watching the final then. I don't know if I was. But that is a great call and a great moment for sure. A rough goal to give up? Yeah, man. It's not Sawchenko's fault, though. I mean, maybe for rebound control, but Burns did not see Milano kind of pinching down, anticipating the rebound. So, fun. 21 seconds away from entering the second intermission with a lead. Man, I guess it was probably the Seattle game the last time we had a lead at second intermission. But yeah. Same old Sharks, huh, guys? Let's see. Anything else happening right now? Vegas and Ottawa. Let's take a look at this one. It's 1-1 after 2. And goals, Marchessault with his 24th. And Brady Tkachuk with his 18th. I would have thought maybe he would have had more. I don't know, has Tkachuk been hurt at all this year? Stützle's had kind of a quiet year too. Comparatively. And then the Lightning won 6-3. Let's get a little standings update, huh? Those are always fun. Awesome to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me here on this Sunday evening. Hope you're having a good time. If you are, leave a thumbs up because that helps others like you discover the channel. And anybody who's new, whether you're watching this right now or if you are tuning in retroactively, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below. Let's build this hockey community and let's surge past 2,500 subscribers. That'd be dope. All right, so Carolina still has a pretty good cushion in the Metropolitan Division, and they have one game in hand on the Penguins. That's why you see them tied up here. Washington has won their last 2 games. They beat Seattle in their last game. Do I have NHL Center Ice? No, I have ESPN Plus, is NHL Center Ice still a thing in the States? I don't know. Or is NHL Center Ice, is that DirecTV? There we go. I just have ESPN Plus, and I have Sling TV. Oilers fans have PTSD. Man, that would have been if the Oilers could have advanced, I mean, that was the year like McDavid just completely went off, right? That was his first Hart Trophy. Yeah. Hello, Tom. Anaheim, could they win over 5.5? Right. So that would mean that they would have to win 4-2. Oh yeah, that can happen, right? Just with a goal and with an empty net. When was the last time the Senators won a hockey championship or were ever good in the playoffs? 2007, because they went to the 2017 they went to the Eastern Conference Final. So that's like the Final Four, and they nearly beat the Penguins to go to the Stanley Cup. It went to Game 7, double overtime, I think. So they had a really good year just a few years ago, and then they sold off a lot of those pieces. But the Ottawa Senators, now this incarnation of the Senators has been around since 1992, but there was an Ottawa Senators many, many decades before that, from 1904 or something crazy like that up until 1934, and they won a handful of Stanley Cups back in the day. So yeah, Tom, I think there's a pretty good chance we could see 2 more goals, at least. Again, because one of those could be empty net. All right, so Columbus, they've lost their last 2 games in overtime, so they're 10 points behind Washington with a game in hand. They're not completely out of it just yet with the way that Washington has played, although they have won their last 2 games. Yeah, I'm watching the game. I got it right here on my monitor, but of course, obviously, I can't show it. Are one of those 2 teams your favorite? Or do you have a different favorite team? Do you not have a favorite team? I can help you choose your favorite team. I just made a video on that. Tampa is number 1 in their division with 1 point better than the second place Florida Panthers. Guys, look at this. Look at the Bruins. 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. They are just 2 points behind the Maple Leafs. They've played 1 more game. But the way things are trending right now, the Bruins are looking interesting. You might cheer for the Sens. I think they could use some more fans, for sure. So, that'll be interesting. What we could see. How crazy would that be if the Blue Jackets continued outplaying, I guess, the Capitals? What if the Blue Jackets got into the playoffs and, let's say, the Bruins finished in 3rd instead? Yeah, I mean, some people don't really have a favorite team because they just want to watch the best players, and sometimes those best players, move around to different teams. That's more true for soccer and basketball, and even football to a degree. When we finally get rid of Dallas Eakins, oh, you're on the Fire Eakins train. Okay, I'm neutral. I'm Well, I can't be Switzerland but yeah, I'm neutral when it comes to that. But who would be a good replacement? Who would be a good replacement for Dallas Eakins? Somebody who could coach a young but promising Ducks team. I'm trying to think to see who's out there. How about Mike Babcock? I'm just kind of messing. Are you a Vegas fan? All right. Well, we see things a little bit differently, but I certainly welcome you here, most definitely. They've been a bit embarrassing this season when they lost 5-3 to the Flyers. Well, I mean, they've certainly faced a lot of adversity this year, and I think that they've done okay despite that. But yeah, I mean, it's certainly not the same Vegas product that you're used to, But I think that even though, they were favored to win the division and that sort of thing, just wait until the playoffs. Just be patient. I still don't see why they wouldn't make the playoffs. I just don't imagine a season that doesn't have the Knights in the playoffs until we're talking about maybe 2 or 3 years from now, maybe. But that's a totally separate conversation. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's a division rundown. Actually, who leads the NHL in goal differential besides Colorado, right? What's Colorado's goal differential? Plus 63. Actually, the Lightning are plus 64 for Florida. All right. Huh. Some interesting talk from like what our VP of operations, Jonathan Becker. I forget, or is he actually a president? I'm sorry. If I'm getting that confused. He's talking about the new scoreboard that the Sharks will have next year. A lot of people seem to be pretty intrigued by that. I don't know. I don't know why people get intrigued so much by goal horns and scoreboards, but apparently y'all do. There's nothing wrong with that. No, Elijah. Actually, the Ducks tied it with 20 seconds left, so it's 2-2. Oh, you're from Australia. Awesome. Vegas and Dallas. All right, that's fair. That's cool. I like when people from different countries obviously tune in here. We do have a couple others from Australia and New Zealand as well. I've never been to Australia. I've actually been through 2 airports in Sydney and Brisbane. I've been to New Zealand though. At some point, I gotta check out the land down under and have a proper experience. But yeah, so I'm a big Sharks fan. I was born and raised in Sharks territory, and nobody dethrones my Sharks for my allegiances. But for like the playoff teams, I'm very much rooting for Florida, and I'm kind of a pseudo Minnesota sports fan. So if not the Panthers, I would root for the Wild. Actually, the Wild played the Panthers in the final. No, I'd still root for the Panthers for Jumbo Joe Thornton. But yeah. Marleau has officially retired, or has not officially retired. Yeah, after we've seen like a couple other players have officially retired, right? Wasn't it who officially retired? That kind of surprised me. Wasn't it like Marian Gaborik or something like that? Anyway, I'm a little surprised Marleau hasn't just said, all right, let's just bite the bullet on this. But I mean the opportunity he has to come back to the Shark Tank for a game like that'll be really special. Just like when he was a Leaf and came back for the first time. The Sharks are San Jose, California, so West Coast. Whose jersey did I get in my last mystery box? I got it right here. It's my John Tavares home jersey. A lot of people seem to get that one. I mean, Cool Hockey's based out of Toronto, so that's probably a big reason why. Sydney's a turd. But Brisbane and Queensland is where you see stuff from the movies. Oh, okay. Oh, are you saying I should go live during an Australian league game? I'd be happy to check that out because I know like the NZIHL has live streams. I actually have a jersey for one of the teams in New Zealand, the Sky City Thunder. That's 2 teams. Sky City Stampede. I have a jersey of theirs because I've been to Queenstown. I just haven't been to Queensland. One day I'll have to get over there. I miss international traveling. I love it. And I love hanging out with the Australians. You guys are a fun bunch. Sometimes a little bit too fun for me, but no, I love you guys. You guys are pretty awesome. Yeah. Australia has produced a multitude of wonderful exports, for sure. Actually, what? Isn't Nathan Walker Australian? I can't remember. All right, so anyway, obviously here in second intermission, hanging out for a bit. Oh, what a nice little sunset there in Orange County. Wow, what was the last time I was in SoCal? Oh wait, San Diego. When I almost ended up working for the gaming company that produces Rocket League. Anyway, that was what, like 3 years ago, huh? Am I streaming daily? Um, no, I'm not. During the playoffs, I might stream a little bit more frequently. I'm not a big streamer. I'm more of a like video. Like I actually upload a lot of videos to my channel. Well, not a lot. Maybe like 3 a week, 2 or 3 a week. But I'm trying to get live streaming, back into a sort of rhythm of that, because obviously it's a good way to get views easily, get super chats, get subscribers. So that's what's up. And I mean, I'm watching the game anyway, so I might as well, keep myself a little bit entertained when the on ice product isn't so great either. Yeah, Nathan Walker is the only Australian player to appear in the NHL. Interesting. All right, so we've got 20 more minutes left here. Let's take a look at the stats in this game. Yeah, have a lot of fun with this, huh? They call it a chicken. Yeah, they call it a chicken burger. Well, a chicken burger. See, I'd like to know an Aussie's thought on this, because if it's a chicken burger, it's made with ground chicken, like a patty, like a hamburger, right? A chicken sandwich is when you have just like a chicken breast, right? At least that's what I know it to be. Which reminds me, right after this game, I'm going straight to the kitchen. Let's see. How are the stats so far? Yeah, that's probably few and far between there in Australia. But then again, I mean, Australia is a very sporty country, so even if you don't have that many, fans of the National Hockey League, if you watch at least another sport in Australia, you probably have a lot of people you can share opinions with. But of course, we already know that hockey's the best sport, so. All right, let's look at the numbers here. We'll start with my team. No, let's go to my team. How many shots on goal has Sawchenko? Has 19 saves on 21 shots. Okay. Oh, whoa, interesting. I've never heard that sort of comparison be drawn before, Tom. Thank you for enlightening us. All right, so is anybody -2 for the Sharks? Yeah, Tomas Hertl. Wow, way to play for that contract, buddy. Shots, Nick Bonino actually has 3 to lead the team. That's interesting. Has anybody taken multiple penalties? No. Okay. Oh wow, Streamlabs coming in with a trifecta of messages. I have them spaced out. They just overlap at a certain point. This must be like where the 30 overlaps with the 45, which overlaps with the 60. Cloudbot is a very chatty bot, apparently. All right, so Hurdle's kind of in the doghouse if you want to look at plus minus. I think Sawchenko looks pretty good. Maybe just that rebound control needs some work, but that's pretty status quo for a young goaltender. How plus minus works. Okay, yes, great question. So if let's say you're playing for the Golden Knights, right? And let's say it's the very beginning of the game and you're out there on the ice and you guys score a goal. Okay? So you get a +1 because you were on the ice when your team scored a goal, even strength. So when we say even strength, that means that there are 5 players on one side and 5 players on another side, or 4 players on the ice for one side and 4 players on the other side, or as well for the other team. So let's say you're on the ice when your team has a power play, right? So you have an extra skater out there, and you guys score on the power play. That does not count toward your plus minus. So the plus minus rating only works for even strength situations when you have the same number of skaters on the ice as the other team. So if you're on the ice at the start of the game, for example, and your opponent scores a goal, then you have a -1 rating. So that's kind of how it works. Let me know if you're confused, though. I can always try re-explaining it. Watch games for free. Oh, I do recall Elijah mentioning something about that over Twitter. But Elijah, don't forget that I can't accept links here because that way, all the dinguses who come in here, which is certainly nobody here, but I'm trying to keep out spam. So links are the most common form of spam, or at least the most maybe the most detrimental. So I do not accept them here. But you could always write like DOTCOM, right? So you can always do something like that. That's okay. Anyway, let's get back to the background. We are in the third period, by the way. Zegras had an opportunity, tried to tuck one in glove side near post on Sawchenko, but actually shot that wide. Barabanov is getting absolutely mauled. And he skates into Tomas Hertl and they both fall down. Wow. That sums up the San Jose Sharks season so far. Wouldn't you say? My dog's just giving me this look right now. She's like, I don't know what to do right now, Dad. You just rest. Or you make yourself like 5 times smaller so I can, pick you up and just fit you in my arms like this. You're welcome. I hope that that was useful. And it's great. I really do like seeing people from other countries, appear in our streams and watch my videos. And just people who are new to hockey. I think that's awesome. I hope that I can be part of kind of a grassroots effort here on YouTube to, grow hockey globally. Ideally, that'd be the greatest, because I would love the idea of just getting to travel in the continent and travel elsewhere around the world and just interact with people who love this game. So that's pretty awesome. There we go. You figured it out just fine, Elijah. Oh man, dirty dangles there, Rickard Rakell. Oh, there's another turnover by the Sharks in their own zone. Was that Gadjevich? Yeah. Reedy getting hounded by Deloria along the board. That's something that you don't want to be doing too often. That guy is a tough customer. Hi, good girl. Will I post on my second account? Probably not. I'm not opposed to running another channel at some point, but just I'm not ready to do that right now. I don't know if I would keep up the same sort of content, even though you really don't know what that was, because I only made like 4 videos. But yeah, if I made another YouTube channel, maybe I would do one around. Maybe I would do a more general sports channel. Or, which would be actually pretty cool, because it'd be a general sports channel, but I'd be talking about hockey as much as I talk about football or baseball. I don't really follow basketball, but I guess I would at that point. Ooh. So the Ducks have it in the Shark zone, by the way. When you've been talking nonstop for 2 hours. Oh, my goodness. I almost made a really mean joke toward a friend, but endearingly. Cortana. She wants so much attention. Why don't you just let me come up here? Why don't you just come up here? Here. Oh, Mahura. One-timer. Sawchenko sees around the traffic. Here's my good girl. Here's a good girl here. Yeah. Well, you want the attention, right? You're just getting it a little indirectly. Yeah, you're my buddy, aren't you, girl? What a good girl you are. Yeah? Are you excited to snuggle after the game? Good girl. All right, there we go. All right, so are we going to actually bring the puck into the other end of the ice? That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Here are the Sharks in transition, going with the tried and true dump and chase, which doesn't set up anything at all. Burns actually tries to keep the play alive, does a nice job pinching down, but the Sharks cannot win the puck battle there. As the Ducks carry it into our zone, here's a chance, a little bit of daylight for Zegras. He sends it around the net to Raquel. And shot from the point, Sawchenko. Oh, Zegras had a chance to tuck that in off the rebound, but wasn't able to keep control of the puck there. That could have been scary. That easily could have been 3-2. And a Sawchenko with a blocker side save now on Zegras. Anaheim attacking in waves here, it seems. Victory Snuggles. Maybe we can do that. Devils? You've figured it out. Well, good for you. I'm happy to hear that. A Devils fan in Ontario. I like when we hear about people becoming fans of certain teams through just completely unconventional means. Excuse me. All right. Well, you know what? Maybe you won't be the happiest of Devils fans immediately, but maybe in 2 years, then who knows? Maybe I'll pick a game to live stream later this year. The Devils will be that team. Anyway, congratulations. I'm excited to hear that for you. Get yourself like an older Devils jersey though. Don't get the new ones. I don't like them. Not as much. All right. So 5.5 minutes gone by here, and the Ducks have mostly been all over the Sharks in this period, this final stanza here. Wow. Come on, boys, we can do it. Yeah, you're an Iowa Sharks fan. How about that? And actually, Trevor is an Iowa Sharks fan as well, because his mom had bought him like a shirt that had the Sharks logo on it, like a Sharks shirt, I guess. So that's how he became a fan. I mean, I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan in Idaho, formerly California, but yeah. Actually, we have a pretty good, I've probably said this before, Elijah, but we actually have a fair amount of Vikings fans here. It's just that the Packers fan base here is huge, even though we're like 4 states away from Wisconsin. It's kind of weird. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people will choose their favorite team based off the logos, off the jerseys. Maybe like they see some old highlights on YouTube when they're just cycling through videos. God, that's the only kind of shot on goal we can generate. A partially blocked little dribbler toward the net. All right, that's the first commercial break here. 13 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the final period. 2-2, double deuces. Man, my stomach's almost starting to growl here. All right, so we've got people in California tonight. We've got people from Australia. That's so awesome. And Ontario. The most popular NBA team in Idaho. That's actually a really good question. If anybody, well, it's the thing is that I don't think the NBA is so popular here because we're pretty far away from a team. Because it used to be the Supersonics, but they're not a team anymore, or at least they are in Oklahoma City. I think some fans out here certainly like the Portland Trail Blazers. And then as you get closer to the south of Idaho, that's closer to Salt Lake, so there are probably some Jazz fans. The color scheme. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, for the Sharks, you fell in love with that teal. And your favorite junior team, Pavelski had played for. Okay, that's fair. In Waterloo. Trying to think if there was another time that I fell for like a certain team. Well, I guess the Seattle Sonics. I chose them because I love the name. It sounded awesome. 1 and 2. They lost to Michael Jordan in the final in 1996. And I said, all right, well, I don't want to cheer for the Bulls because that's just what everybody seems to do. So I'm going to cheer for the Sonics. Have I been to any Steelheads games? No, I haven't. I would if I lived in Boise, but that's a 7-hour drive, so I've never even been to Boise. You can tell because it's funny. They have like shirts in town there because the town is supposed to be. I mean, it's not like legitimately pronounced like this, but like the locals call it Boise. So they actually have shirts that show you how to pronounce it. But like, no, that just sounds weird to say Boise. Like Boise, it's rolls off the tongue a little bit more. It's the Jazz apparently. Okay, that would make sense. But yeah, I'd like to go to Boise. I have reasons to go there besides the Steelheads. So I have connections down there. But yeah, I would certainly go to a Steelheads game if it's the time of year. The problem is that you don't want to drive to Boise so much during the winter, or even the spring, because the altitude. There's definitely some altitude that you have to climb on the drive, and so it can get pretty treacherous when there's a bit of a snowstorm. So yeah. Yeah, the only ECHL team I've ever seen. I saw the San Francisco Bulls for the very short period of time. Yeah, so Idaho is not a very big state so much because the West has a lot of other bigger states, but Idaho is a very tall state. It's the same height as Oregon and Washington combined. So there you go. And I mean and I'm not even in the very north. Like where I am is pretty far north, but it's not like right on the border. But yeah, Idaho is a very tall state. What was I saying? I don't even know. But there's a game actually happening right now. So check this out. 12 minutes left here. And just like the second period, the Ducks are just dominating possession for the most part. It's almost like they're on the power play. There you go, Sadchenko. Again, comes out toward the edge of the crease. Yeah, the only ECHL game I've ever seen was the Orlando Solar Bears in Orlando. And the San Francisco Bulls in the brief time that they were an ECHL team. Thank you, Elijah. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about that so much. But yeah, I would love to, go check that out. Because they're a decent team too. They should be in the playoffs, I think. Yeah, Tomas Hertl when he's got it going, he's a fantastic player. Even if he's not scoring though, he can still be a pretty good player in the faceoff circle, and defensively he can be pretty good too. The Bulls had nice jerseys. I like the orange one. Oh yeah, you have one too. That's right. I think, right? Yeah, man. I'd like to see another team in San Francisco. Like I'd rather that the Barracuda played in San Francisco. That would be better because they need to draw more fans from that area. Anyway, back to the action or lack thereof. Segrist pulls the trigger. Oh, on the doorstep was Milano. He could have made that. I think the puck just rolled off the blade of his stick. That should have been 3-2. I mean, God, Anaheim could have 2 more goals right now easily. What's happening here? A high touch or a penalty? You like the Toronto Raptors. I would probably like the Toronto Raptors more if they actually went back to the old school jerseys. But, see, the Raptors for me, it was all about the good old days of Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. And Damon Stoudemire, don't forget him either, for that matter. Yeah, white Bulls jersey, okay. Yeah, I have a decent collection of defunct ECHL teams. Because I have an old Stockton Thunder. I have a San Diego Gulls as well. Because they used to be an ECHL team. Actually, the Gulls have been a team in like 5 different leagues at least. Because Willie O'Ree was a San Diego Gull way back in the day. Here we go, Sharks. Meyer shoots. Oh, Pat saves Stolars. That would have been huge, man. We haven't gotten very many chances in the latter half of the game. Sonny Milano would have had a chance to Michigan it? Maybe. Oh, ew, that was a awkward collision with the goaltender there. Sharks threatening a little bit here toward the net. Nope. Cam Fowler stripped it. Good play to take away some of that momentum. Wait, would I bid if the Sharks had a one-off orange jersey? No. I am dying on this hill. I will die on this hill. I might have to disown the Sharks if they ever make an orange jersey. I would be infuriated. Which sounds so stupid, but that's how into it I get. All right, so a little bit over 9 minutes left here. It's good to see the Sharks actually get a little bit in, zone time, because Anaheim's been pouring it on fairly well. And now an icing that will come back to the Sharks zone. Great, and I thank the new subscribers we've gotten from this video, or from this live stream, so thank you very much. And it's great, a couple of new fans and people in different parts of the world and parts of the continent, so that's pretty dope. Yeah, Timo Meyer's been pretty cold recently too. Baby Blue Kraken, Ice Blue? Oh yeah, absolutely. 110%. Come on, boys. Oh, Raquel. Oh, sneaky shot opportunity there for Raquel. Looks like Sawchenko, though. I like the game he's playing. He's alert. He's challenging the shooter fairly well. Yeah, I would love an Ice Blue Kraken. That'd be awesome. I'd like to see the Penguins reissue a powder blue jersey. That'd be pretty cool, too. All right, we got just enough time here. I'm hoping the Sharks can find a way to get a regulation win. It's been actually very lovely chatting with you guys. A good stream. But yeah, I can already start to feel some of that caffeine wearing off. Could have a nice little relaxing evening with my dog, watch some highlights. That's right. And I've got some shredded pork shoulder, or what's also called a pork butt, in the slow cooker right now. That's one of my absolute favorites. All right. Let's see. Any updates on the Vegas game? Let's take a look at that. The Vegas game. Do we have any score update there? No, it's still 1-1. Just a little bit over 8 minutes left in that game. All right, let's go back to this. There we go. It's only 7:20 for me. Yeah, but I'm an old man. So 10 o'clock for me is 2:30 in the morning for a youngster. Upcoming games for the Sharks. Oh, they got back-to-back against the Kings. A Thursday and a Saturday. Okay, so we don't play for another few days. Then we're home against Florida, and then we got LA again. Interesting. Yeah, still 1-1 for Vegas and Ottawa. Is it me, or does Ottawa play Vegas pretty tough? That's what I recall in recent memory. All right, so Anaheim. So is there a power play for the Ducks? No, it's still 5-on-5. Never mind. All right. Come on, Sharks. We can do it, baby. There we go, Barabanov. Good feed. Good idea, man. Good little seam pass there. There you go. Then he plays the body after the play. That looked like a cross check, though. Yeah, we're going to go to the box. Dang it. Balsers is going to get a penalty for that one. Rightfully so, though. That looked bad. And then a random Kings fan is running down toward the glass and pounding on it. for absolutely no reason. You stay out of this, buddy, with your reverse retro jersey. Been a Kings fan since what, 2014? Get out of here with that. Am I into gambling? No, I'm not. I just never was that drawn into it. My thing was that I was in a money league for fantasy football as a high schooler, and I lost a bunch of money. And so I like to tell people that kind of killed any chance of me like betting on stuff. So I really don't. Nah, I don't know. I get kind of like anxious with that kind of stuff. So Rudolph Balcers is in the box for a cross check with 8:21 left in this game, and the Ducks power play is 0 for 4 so far. So if they are going to strike, this would be a very timely moment for them. They only have 2 shots on goal in that. Oh God, only 2 shots on goal and 4 power play attempts. That's terrible. Well, here we go. Hold on to your butts. Shattenkirk shoots, deflected by Silfverberg, but into the glass. Play goes on though. Behind the goal line, Middleton feeds it over for Burns. He gets the clear. Good clear. Andrew Hammond's stick from his left. Wait, you what? Oh, that's so awesome. The Hamburglar stick. That is treasure, my friend. Good job. A kid in 2015. Oh yeah, I mean it was a kid. It was like a teenager or something like that. Which, by the way, I do not heckle teenagers in reality. That'd be kind of psycho. I'm crazy, but I'm the good kind of crazy. So. Your first time betting was with your dad's work playoff pot? Oh, wow. Well, shoot, you must have felt like a king. Oh, nice block shot, boys. There we go. And a 2-on-1. Here we go. Middleton, he shoots, he scores! I think he was offside, though. On the PK, Jacob Middleton with the duster. Puts the Sharks ahead 3-2, but maybe, just maybe. Wow. Do they challenge for offside, though? Let's take a look. I'm trying to watch the play here. I don't know. It's going to be close. Here, wait. Cortana needs her goal treats. Nope. They're not saying offside. Let's see it. Okay. Let's see. Are the Ducks going to challenge? I would think that they would challenge. Sit. Yeah. What's going on? Is that you, Keenan? I'm sorry. There are usernames that I get crossed up with, once in a while. Yeah. So it's going to be a challenge. It looked close to me. My friend just texted me, holy. He is a Sharks fan. He was actually in Vegas for that game. I was like, dude, that's a death wish. Let's take a look. They might bring that back. It's close. I'm just glad that I saw it could potentially be offside. All right. Here we go. No! Oh, man. Bollocks. That's all right, though. I still applaud. I applaud the play, man. It's all right, Mids. He's had a very good year for in a very trying time for Sharks hockey. Not really like. I'm trying to interactions. I'm keeping to the streams, like little Twitter interactions. Fine. I'm just not doing like DMs or anything like that these days. Just FYI, folks. Uh, all right. Well, the Ducks definitely dodged a bullet there, or a shark bite, I should say. It's just crazy though. The Anaheim Ducks working on their 5th power play here. Just 15 seconds left. Can they? There's a shot at the point. Krause a rebound. Raquel nearly had the back door open, but they actually have taken a high sticking play. So Middleton drew that penalty. So the Sharks are going to get a power play in 8 seconds here after the next face-off. Planted some doubt in the goalie's head. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, Raquel had a chance on the back door, but instead he accidentally... he took a piece out of Middleton. Wow. So 5 kills and almost a shorthanded goal there. Who do we have in net? We have Zachary Sawchenko. So, I mean, you've probably heard of him at least, or at least watched him. But yeah, this is his first NHL start. Wow. Now the Sharks at the other end because they're on the power play. What happened there? Was that a hand pass or a high touch? Anaheim, it's Anthony Stolarz. So Gibson was kind of a late scratch in this game. Getzlaf was, I know he's been a little banged up as well, so he's not playing in this game either. Shattenkirk almost hooked Couture there too. MLB. I haven't been following the whole saga there. Hopefully, they have a season though, man. It's terrible that, every couple of years it's either baseball doing this or football or whatever. These collective bargaining agreements there needs to be some like modularity to extend them in advance. I know the NHL had done that. Last year or 2 seasons ago, where they extended the current terms of the CBA. But yeah, I don't really know anything about what's going on right now. Oh god, here's a break for the Ducks. Shot, and Sawchenko way out of his crease to make the save. Good job. I would Riley, I would take a picture of my TV screen, because if you were wrestling, I would I would have to tune in absolutely, and then I would probably put that on Twitter and I'll be like, I have arrived. I don't know, something like that. A potential lockout, yeah. Shorties and goalie goals are some of the most fun things to watch in hockey. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, you guys saw that the Anaheim Ducks AHL affiliate, the San Diego Gulls. What was his name? Dostal. He's a goaltender. He had a goal and a shutout, I think, right? He had like 50 saves or something like that, and he also had a goal in that game. Oh no, Anaheim with a chance. Oh no, never mind. Thank God we were able to break up a possible breakaway there. Our power play is looking as effective as Anaheim's, and that's not a compliment. All right, so this power play is about to expire here with 4.5 minutes remaining. Merkley, he has a shot. Come on, shoot it. Oh. Ah, come on, guys. We're getting too fancy with it at this point. All right, so the Anaheim Ducks come back the other way. Here's Delorier. He shoots it off a Shark. It kicks out of the zone. Okay, we can get a little bit of a line change there. Please do that. Yeah, but at least I'll have the Stanley Cup final to watch in like when will that be? That'll be in like July now. So it's going a little bit later, so that helps if baseball is in a lockout. Oh! Oh no! Oh my goodness. That puck was just dancing along the crease, it seemed. Ducks are charging back here. Here's Henrique and Terry and Comtois. Uh-oh. Almost took another penalty there. Shoot. Having a little trouble here in our own zone. There's a clear. Okay, we can get some personnel over the boards. All right. 3:15 left. I just don't know if we're even going to get a good chance out here. Oh, wait, here's a shot. Oh, Meyer. Oh, 5-hole save by Stolars. Oh, my goodness. Damn. We had a good chance there. That was a good opportunity. Here comes Zegras the other way. He's getting hounded. And the Sharks scoop up the loose change. Losing the puck in the neutral zone. This game is getting a little bit... guys going a little one-on-one here, that's for sure. Pace picked up again. Here's Middleton making a run toward the Ducks net, but he went 1-on-3. Not exactly the best time to do that, per se. I think he's mad that he didn't get credited with a goal. Behind the Sharks net, by the way. Okay, nice play by Middleton after losing it in the Duck zone. Vlasic clears it. Okay, so we can get some new personnel. That's good. This is an interesting end to this game. We got 2 minutes left. Just to be neutral. You know, people are very... people credit me for playing both sides pretty well. But I'm sorry. No, not in an actual game. No, I'll go into enemy territory wearing the Sharks jersey no matter what. Oh, Tomas Hertl trying to spring loose of Fowler. Oh, now he's got to go up against Shattenkirk. Cogliano trying to help out a little bit. Can we feed that puck back to the point, Cogs? Nope, just a good 50-50 battle along the boards here. In Anaheim zone, by the way. Minute 20 left, and Fowler is able to regain, and he has to evade Cogliano to scoop it into the neutral zone, but the Sharks regain possession here. Now we're hemming them in their own zone, but they come through now into our zone very smoothly. Burns puts a guy into the half boards. Couture scoots it up, but Vlasic can't control it. Here's Meyer coming in, backhand. Can't get the shot off. Oh, Bonino had a point-blank shot at the net, but that was actually well contested by, looks like Zegras there. And around the net, Zegras corrals the puck, taking it through the neutral zone. 30 seconds left. And the Sharks taking a little bit of time here. They feed it through the neutral zone. There's Bonino. Hertl. He looked like he was trying to shoot, but came up with nothing but air. Here's Burns with 8 seconds left. Hammers it into the zone. Collected by Anaheim. And we are going to overtime. This is a 3-point game. So, thrilling end to the period. And for a split second there, I thought we might have grabbed the lead, but at least I was able to recognize that it would be offside. So, I ran into people wearing Kraken jerseys and... What? Well, I don't think I'm understanding. Oh, the type to wear a jersey with just the NHL logo? I don't have any of those, actually. I thought about buying an All-Star one, but I'm not like in love with those. I mean, if I can find one for $100, maybe I'll get it for like an Adidas, but I'm going to be a cheapskate for those. Because like just the NHL logo isn't really doing it for me so much. half Sharks, half Kraken jersey. Dude, that interestingly, because the Kraken weren't that good this year, even though I thought they were going to be, I really haven't been tuning into them very much, actually. I was kind of on board to like embrace them if they were going to be, kind of gangbusters off the bat, especially with my Sharks being so bad. But no, that's not the case. So I actually follow, I'd say I follow the Panthers, the Wild. I follow those teams more than I follow Seattle. Are the Sharks good in the shootout? I think we're 2-2 this year, and in overtime we're something like, I don't know, 6-4, or 6-5, or 5-4, something like that. We started out 6-0 in overtime. That's right. And then we've lost, I think, our last 4. Now this is a skills contest, really, right? So it does favor the Ducks here. All right. Well, hopefully we can make up for the offside earlier. It was a fair call. Right before OT. Puppy cam. Who's a good girl? You're a good girl. All right. A favorite Vegas player. Not with him wearing the jersey so much, but like I was a big fan of Yevgeny Dadonov when he was on the Florida Panthers. So I'd probably pick him. And actually, Pietrangelo was my favorite defenseman for the most part. Oh, God. In alone, Raquel, and he scores. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, just like that, huh? Wow. That's got to leave a bitter taste in the mouth of Sharks fans, that's for sure. Vegas is 2-1. What's up, Diego? Yeah, Sharks are my favorite team. I put out some content on them once in a while. It's been a while since I made a Sharks video. But, yeah, been a fan of theirs since I was a kid because I grew up in the area. But, hey, at least my expectations are like right down here for them now. So, now it's just about appreciating the game of hockey, I guess. Are you a Sharks fan? We have fans representing all sorts of teams in our chat, that's for sure. It was a good game. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I was certainly entertained. Here, let's cut to the dog one more time. Wait, are they saying that it could be offside? Yeah, the teams are still out there. Hold on. Yeah, you're right, Elijah. I think Sawchenko had a really good game. I mean, how are you going to stop that last shot? I don't think this is going to result in anything here. What is happening? Let's see if it was... Oh, they thought that Henrique... Too many men? What's going on? No, they're saying the game's over. I'm sorry, I went super quiet for a moment there. I just had no idea what the heck was going on. Let's see. They were saying that it could be a too many men. Huh. Like, Couture obviously thought that Henrique was still going to stay on the ice. So there's Raquel. Oh! So Henrique, they said, was still on the ice, though, by the time Raquel actually touched the puck as the guy who came off over the boards. Wow. That's an unfortunate end. Yeah, at least we got one happy fan in the chat here. So, hey, enjoy those 2 points. There's a very confused, troubled Sharks fan on camera now. Anyway, so that actually concludes my stream because they can't show the post game. That looked offside. I mean, that certainly could have been. Anyway. Well, my voice is totally shot there. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around for this. Hope you had a good time hanging out with us and talking hockey and whatnot. And if you did have a good time, just make sure you leave a thumbs up because that'll help others like you discover this channel. We've got more content coming up on the channel here. So next video on Tuesday, that'll either be a jersey unboxing / jersey history video for the Nashville Predators, or it will be a video on playoff matchups that I want to see. I'm not sure exactly which video I'll do, but for the time being, at least, it'll be a new jersey every a new video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I might go to Tuesday, Saturday, so that we'd only have 2 a week. But even so, maybe we'll even have a live stream to look forward to in the next week. I would think so if I don't get all too busy. But yeah, it's always good when you choose to go to a game and your team actually shows up, because the worst is when you're just sitting there and wondering why the heck you dropped $100 for seemingly nothing. So anyway, guys, yeah, it's great to have you here, whether you just dropped in or have been hanging out with us for the whole game. A lot of you have been, so thank you so much. So yeah, if you also want to follow me on social media, I've got information on that down in the description down below. And yeah, we'll have more of these hopefully throughout the rest of this regular season and hopefully in the postseason as well. But got to take it one game at a time, right, guys? But it's been good chilling out with you guys here, and you have a good night, and see you again soon.